Ladies and gentlemen, pull out your hair ties. It's time to let your hair down and truly get funky.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Let your hair down.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
All you gotta do is dance.
Artlist.io.
All you gotta do is dance.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
All you gotta do is dance.
Let your hair
All you
down.
gotta do is dance.
Music licensing reimagined.
All you gotta do is dance.
Artlist.io.
All you gotta do is dance.
Music licensing reimagined.
In way they're gonna be late for the first fucking session, is it? Oh wow, look at that. That's all fucked up. That's not disturbing or anything. It'll look better once everybody's in. I hope. Yeah. Yo, what's up?
Yo. Happy D Day.
Fucking right, dude. I've been looking forward to this for so very, very long.
How goes your day?
It's been a day.
Okay. What's up, buddy?
Dude.
What's up, dude?
Well, I can hear myself on somebody.
Yep, Tom's echoing.
Probably me.
Wow.
I mean, you're loud as shit for some reason.
Yep, that too.
Oh,
Did you get that little video I just sent you, Tom?
Yeah, I responded to it.
Oh, did you? It's so I took a trip out to Ironwood, Michigan.
Oh, yeah. I've actually been to Ironwood a few times. They got some good dispensaries out there.
They fucking right they do. That whole jar that I showed you, that's 28 1-gram joints. It was only $40.
Right? It's
It's a-
like, damn.
That's a full
How
ounce
far
of
you-
fucking pre-rolls.
How far you live from me?
I don't know. Where do you live?
Maplewood?
Oh, I'm not that far from you. I'm just up in Elk River.
Oh, shit.
closer to me. Bet. I'm coming over.
I got
Damn,
myself.
why you sound so
toy,
funky?
too. Yeah, this bad boy.
I'll show you.
I can't see, dude. I'm on
yeah.
PlayStation, remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm in the kitchen at the moment.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm about to head out to the garage to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, what he's
Yeah.
doing. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. See, and I am currently packing a joint to join
Ah,
what he's doing.
I see.
Yeah, I broke down and got
Mhm.
myself a dab rig too.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah. Here in the
Oh
car,
shit.
here's
Time to take my
Steve.
meds.
The prices
Alright.
out in Ironwood were so fucking good. I got over 2 ounces of flour, 1 ounce of it in pre-rolls. I got fucking disposables, I got edibles, and I got distillate, and it was less than $300.
Mm. That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Nope. Not when I'm used to paying $2.60 for a fucking ounce here.
You pay $2.60 here? Rough.
Yeah, my delivery guy charges a little extra because he delivers.
That makes sense. That's fair. What up, Nick?
What's up, boss man?
Hello.
Hello.
Yo, what up, Jonah?
Ready to kill shit.
Fuck yeah.
Me too.
Hi, just a reminder, because I forgot last time, I am streaming, so anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Yeah, get fucked.
Wait.
Or turned into a soundbite later.
That is
That's
more
true.
than likely going to happen. I've done it multiple times. Ask Snow. He's got a couple doozies.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so everybody who was on time gets bonus XP, right?
Mm.
Well, you don't get the browbeating.
But I want the browbeating.
He's here for the browbeating. I
Good for
believe.
you. It builds character. Good old
Teaches
fashioned
you.
character building browbeating. Kids will tell you all about it.
What, browbeating works on your kids? I gotta actually beat my kids.
It depends.
Well,
My son, you can use logic with him, which is a refreshing change of pace in 2025. That being said, my daughter very much. I have to break out the shock and awe, but I have a really loud voice, so I don't have to do much else than sometimes growl heavily, and they fall in line. So
Mine's the opposite.
I would say
mine's so
you do have a
sensitive.
lot of points in intimidation.
Mine's so sensitive that if I'm not super nice to her, she fucking like curls up in a ball and dies for a week.
yeah, I mean, I think we all had a good chuckle when you had a daughter.
I don't know about all of us.
Yeah, well, probably not you. No.
I take it. You were the guy that went for the gals all the time.
Well, the majority of my friends were always female growing up, but not like I wasn't like trying to fuck every girl on the planet or anything.
Don't fucking lie to me right now.
Listen. Let's not derail here. All right. The point is, your kid is a good kid. All right. She's a very well-behaved and thoughtful kid. All right. So, the fact that you're a complete scumbag hasn't interrupted her at all, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I resemble that state.
Progress.
That's true. That's true. All right, who are we waiting? Yeah, what's up, dude?
Yeah, you're waiting on me because, of course, I'm the asshole who didn't get their homework done.
No, that's fine. Honestly, my sister hasn't even logged on yet, so fire away.
Cool. So what's the deal with the new PHB? Is that 5.5?
Technically, you could call it 5.5. They call it 2024.
Because what I was reading is it was still 5e and that it wasn't 5.5.
Well, I heard 2025 is a different system because they change a fuck ton of classes around.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you're talking D&D 1?
I'm not talking about that. I guess in 2024 there was a new PHP published, and it's listed under all the 2020 it's listed under all the 5e rules. Like when you go on to like the D&D wiki or like anything that has like book lists or lists of classes, races, feats, all of that stuff, it's all it like has both PHBs listed.
So a couple notes on that. First thing, if you on your resources thing on the top right, there's the compendium. If you click the compendium, the character, or I'm sorry, the player's handbook is in my library and it's shared with everyone in this game. So you should be able to pull features straight from there, and you should just be able to drag and drop them onto your character sheet, and it'll do it. The thing is, you just want to. They do have certain.
But that's the 2014 edition, right?
Correct. Yeah, and I'm not doing 2024 right now because I've got so much money invested in a small library of D&D books. I'm not ready to. Make that transition until I'm in a higher tax bracket.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I'm the douchebag who goes.
Sounds like an excuse to me.
But because it looks like it's not different rules. It's just different.
They tweaked like a bunch of things. Like for example, your character timeline thing. They changed it up. A lot of the character classes get different features at different levels now. Like in 2024 edition, paladins get their spells right off the bat instead of having to wait till level 2.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
That's what I was wondering, is if we could pull from that.
Now I would avoid it.
Smite.
They also won't let you use 2024 edition rules in this game because I'm not using Jumpstarter. I'm using just the regular tabletop. And so if you try pulling that stuff onto your character sheet, it'll give you some snarky little message and say, oh, tell your DM to use Jumpstarter or something. So
yeah, it was just a background that I was going to use, but it's all good. I mean, backgrounds are mostly irrelevant.
Yeah, there's also Xanathar's Guide and Tasha's Cauldron shared from the library on here too. So you should be able to pull background rounds from there, if there are back rounds, you should also be able to pull all the spells from there as well now too. So
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, if it's 2024 stuff, I would just avoid that.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I mean that was the main question. That's all good.
My long-term objective is to get to a point where I can integrate that stuff and you can do it. I just really, it's one of those things where I also feel like if you're going to start a campaign, you need to be like, and you want to do
Yes.
2024, it needs to be something everybody agrees on ahead of time and all that crap,
Yeah. No, that's perfectly fair. The other thing I was gonna say is, so I found what I was looking at when with the I was looking at the tabaxi from the
Volo's
Monsters
Guide?
of the no, from the other Mordenkainen's book, the Monsters of the Multiverse.
Oh yeah.
Is that cool, or do you want me to use the?
I'm not aware of any differences between
The only
them.
difference that I saw was how they distribute stats in the Monsters of the Multiverse. Basically, in the Monsters of the Multiverse, instead of defining stat assignments, they just allow you to. They basically get 3
You
stat
pick
points
two,
from wherever.
yeah, 2 and 1 or 1 and 1 and 1, basically, right? Yeah.
And the
I don't
only
have a
reason
problem
why
with
I want
that.
to do that is because that bonus to charisma is a waste. 10 versus 11, it makes no difference to me, and I'd rather put that in intelligence or wisdom.
Yeah, that's totally cool. That's something we've been doing in all the other campaigns. If you really want to go by the variant character creation rules, you're welcome to,
Cool. Awesome. Yeah,
So,
then I'm mostly there. Wait, let me make sure there wasn't something else. Because I think there was one other thing that was different. There's a bunch of, I don't know if you guys have, I hadn't seen this book before. There's a bunch of, I thought I was looking at the other Mordenkainen's when I was looking at it before. I didn't realize it was a different one, but,
yeah, I think I can't remember. I think that's pre-2024, but they just consolidated a bunch of the monsters and character options.
There's they have all of the different races from all of the different books, but there's a bunch that aren't in any other, that I didn't see in any other book, like the turtle.
Oh yeah.
The turtles in Wildemount, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
Yeah, you can ask the Echo boys about that. They've both.
Yeah.
I
played a paladin.
Yeah, but there's a there's a eagle race,
Yeah, the Arakakra.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole ton of that stuff in there.
Oh yeah, the other thing, the cat's claws, they give a 1d6 instead of a 1d4.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, if you're cool with that, I'll take it. I mean, I'll use the other one if you'd rather me, but okay, cool.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
So then, I just have to pick my background, and I'll figure that out as I go.
Yeah, that's fine. Just get me a picture quick so I can build you a token.
Oh yes, a picture. All right, let's get a picture.
And then I've texted my sister to see what the hell's taking her so long. She's got 10 minutes.
Dude, I don't want to start the new campaign by being a bitch, but I got to get up at 4 a.m. We need to start on time.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm gonna give her 10 minutes, and then we're just gonna fly if she's not on. Let her catch up.
And then I didn't send you a picture, but I just figured I'd use the one that I'm using.
I already built one off the one you put on your character sheet. So.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah, that works perfectly fine. Jonah, I built you a checklist of things you just need to, a couple things you just need to finalize on your character. You're supposed to be able to have a couple of cantrip spells, and you might want to pick those. You also might want to give your character a name.
Where does one do that?
Alright. If you open your character sheet, the name is top left, right under the Dungeons and Dragons logo. Right now, it's just your name on there.
Where's my character sheet? That's probably the start.
Yeah, no problem. If you look on the top right,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna see a few icons. There's some chat bubbles. There's gonna be a palette kind of picture, and then there's a book.
The journal. Okay.
Yep. Click that one, and what you should see is underneath. You should see a folder that you can expand that says Party. And when you
okay.
expand Party, you'll see your name, Jonah, within there, and then you'll see the picture you sent me earlier with the name Jonah next to it. You just click that name, and that'll open your character sheet. This is pretty much what you operate off of throughout the entire game. So instead of rolling dice, the character sheet pretty much handles everything for you. So a couple things to acquaint yourself with. So you can see where your name is, Jonah, top left. Give your character a name there. And then you'll see a list of like purple buttons. One says public, 2GM, advantage, normal, disadvantage, core bio spells, and a picture of a gear.
Purple button. Attributes and abilities? No.
Nope. And here, I'll go ahead.
It looks like a settings button. You know, like on your phone.
On the character sheet itself.
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. So you should see a button. We're looking for a button that says spells. It'll be.
I see it. Okay.
Click spells, and then if you look, you've got all your level 1 spells listed there. To prepare them, you click the little circle to the left of the spell, and in your current state, you can select 5 spells to prepare. And then as for cantrips, I can get you a list of what cantrips you need right now. Give me just a minute, or what cantrips you can have right now. Give me 1 sec.
So I get two level 1 spells?
No, you can prepare 5 level 1 spells just by clicking the little circle to the left of them.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, you have access to any 5 per day. And with the druid, you can select a different 5 every day. You know all of them, all the druid spells for that level. But you can only cast 2 of them per long rest.
Okay, got it.
Whereas
and you can cast. Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. Cantrips are spells that don't cost spell slots that you can cast at any time.
Got it.
So.
And well, the cantrips you choose count against your prepared spells for the day, right?
No, they do not. They never do.
Oh, they don't. They don't. Okay.
Not for
Sorry,
any class.
I'm not a spellcaster.
Cantrips are basically freebies. Just
yeah.
Yep. And these ones are my big ones. Got it. I'm just reading them. Reading what the heck I do.
Just to give you a quick list. Druids for cantrips, they get control flames, create bonfire, druid craft, frostbite, guidance, gust, infestation, magic stone, mending, message, mold earth, poison spray, primal savagery, produce flame, resistance, shape water, shillelagh, spare the dying, starry wisp. No, not starry wisp. That's a 2024. Thorn whip and thunderclap. If you want to go quick and dirty on what you should go with, guidance is always a good one because it basically anytime someone has to make a check, you can just reach over and touch them and cast guidance, and they get to add a +4 to whatever check they're making. That's always helpful. Another good one is mending if you're dealing with broken equipment. Spare the dying's good. I mean, really. There's a lot. Druidcraft is also good. Control Flames is one you can use as an attack. I think Infestation is too. That's a Xanathar's Guide one.
To interject quick.
Yeah.
On the our Discord discussion, Jonah, I linked a page there. When you go to it, go all the way to the bottom and click on Druid, and then that way you can have access to, be able to read and find them easier for your spells. Just don't pick any spells that are from, I think it's called Unearthed Arcana, because those are still in testing. They're not actually legit spells yet. So.
Okay.
So, and then you just let me know which 2 cantrips you want, and then I'll go ahead and make sure to get them on your character sheet.
Yep.
All right, now some final housekeeping for everyone. If you click the gear on the top right, some people this is a big deal, some people it's not. If you click the gear and scroll down to where you see dice options, expand the dice options, and if you want to see dice when you click on a roll on your character sheet, make sure to click Enable Advanced Dice, Enable 3D Dice, and automatically roll 3D dice. That'll make it so that when you click something on your character sheet, it'll roll the dice. All right? Other than that, does anybody have anything else?
I'd like to say something before we get started.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a dab with the Duke. So go ahead and sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and let's have a good game. For real.
All right.
Let's have a good game.
One final thing on the housekeeping thing. I think everybody should give a big hand to Jonah and congratulate him. His first D&D character, and he didn't roll a fucking drow elf like some twerpy little edgelord. Good job.
Ooh, no!
Wait,
He chose a shapeshifter.
Wait. You mean
Go on.
rolling a drow? Possibly
Yeah,
a
it's like-
drow
it's like-
rogue is
It's like
cliche
every edgelord's
for the
first
new
character, man. Like straight up, man. Straight up.
Are you listening, Snow?
Why you gotta
Are
call
you
us
out
out?
there, buddy?
Bush League.
Are you listening?
Hang on, yeah, make sure. I want to get this on camera. That is some Bush
Snow.
League shit, all right? I forgot he did roll a drow, didn't he?
He sure did.
He sure did.
He did.
Yeah. All right.
Dristo Erden in the flesh.
That's yeah. I totally forgot. All right. Let's see here.
All right, here comes that token. 1 sec.
Far out.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can switch this over to 6 people instead of 7. Hopefully, it won't look quite so fucked up.
All right. How do I pick these cantrips?
Let me know which ones you want to do, and I'll throw them on your character sheet.
All right. I got one for sure. Druid Craft. That's my first one. I picked my level 1s. Let me get this second cantrip. I'm still just clicking reading all of them.
No worries.
Ooh, that's definitely not. Damn it! I have my Discord to set up
Mending.
for.
Mending sounds useful. Let's do that.
Okay.
Set up for 7 people. Without 7 of us, it looks all fucking goofy.
Well, I did get a text from my sister. She's running about 20 minutes behind, so I just told her we're starting without her.
Aren't we 20 minutes behind now?
What's that?
Yeah,
Isn't
we are.
it 20 minutes right now?
Yeah.
Sure
Yeah.
is.
It is.
So she's
Yeah,
actually
anyway.
running 40 minutes behind.
We'll see her. We'll just see what happens when she gets on. All right. Did everybody
She was in
happen
the
to
bathroom.
read? Did everybody happen to read the prologue, or do you guys want me to read that?
just
Feel
wanted-
free to start us off, but I did read.
I just want to hear you read it.
Okay, that's fine.
Ooh.
All right. The road northwest from Luskin leads toward the northernmost settlements on the Sword Coast. Skirting its way around the spine of the world lying to the east, this road eventually reaches a fork, from which Ironmaster can be reached to the west or Hundlestone to the east. This road is known as the Northern Means, and is the only overland road ultimately leading toward 10 towns and the Dale. Caravan travel along this route defers to the changing of the seasons. Specifically, it ceases during winter. Inclement weather, displaced monsters and wildlife, and well below freezing temperatures being only the most basic of reasons why most caravan captains are unwilling to dare this route during the coldest months. But every so often, a bold group of merchants occasionally plans a trek through this area during the winter months. Spurred on by mild conditions, their own bravado, or the promise of pulling in up to 4 times the value on their wares during what is universally accepted as a lean time in 10 towns, these intrepid folk will every so often take the immense risk. Some even beat the odds and push through to 10 towns, hauling in personal fortunes for their bravery and or foolishness. During the winter months, especially in the midst of a mild winter, the craziest and most desperate of mercenaries and adventurers can be found frequenting Luskin's inns and keeping an ear low to the ground for any word of such an expedition being planned. The compensation for such work is exceptional, sometimes paying in percentages instead of flat rates, and those looking for a big score typically need look no further. The need for protection on these types of expeditions is elevated too. Over the years, it's become widely acknowledged that a milder winter means more risky expeditions up to the Dale. And during such occasions, the northern means attracts higher concentrations of marauders, such as bandits or goblins and orcs, just to name a few. A stranded and isolated caravan becomes easy prey to an armed group waiting in ambush, and these caravans are known to carry the most exceptional and valuable of items due to the increased rates merchants can charge in Bryn Shander, making them prized targets for attackers that can only make off with what they can carry on their backs. Greed begets more greed. It's been barely a year since the breaking of the rime. Last year, getting up to the Dale even during the spring or fall months was risky. Arl's icy grip on the Dale seemed absolute. Goods were being bought at a premium nearly year-round as the risk of moving cargo had been significantly higher. With the end of the rime, 10 Towns was able to begin rebuilding after the Chardalyn dragon attack. Goods flooded to the north and costs have been lower over the last year, resulting in a significant boom for the reconstruction effort. And while the larger settlements steadily rebuild, the smaller ones have briskly built over the ashes of their destroyed homes and businesses. Winter's return this season has been mild. Temperatures are still biting cold, but the worst of it is mostly only at night. Most importantly, though, the snowfall has been quite lackluster along the northern means. As such, a handful of freight caravans have already managed to make journeys up to the Dale, even as late as early winter, with only a single group failing to arrive. Nobody has ever attempted to make such a journey during the month of Tarsak. Not until now, anyway. A veteran freight hauler and caravan captain by the name of Remar Stonehandville. This old dwarf is as experienced as they come, having made every journey possible between Athkatla to Bryn Shander during his long tenure. Many say the expedition is doomed, but there are those in the merchant circles and among the freight haulers that say Remar's experience shouldn't be discounted. Some even say that if he's up for taking the risk, it could be a sure bet. The dwarf is well past his prime, but over your last 10 days here in Luskin, you've learned his reputation as one of the best is well earned. Everyone from fellow merchants to freight haulers to the caravan guards speak highly of his skill and expertise. Moreover, he's not known for rash decisions or uncalculated risks. Whatever the reason, for weal or for woe, you have decided to sign on with this expedition up to the Dale. Experience, reputation, instincts, sought all that. He pays damn well. Give me just one moment. I heard a wild noise.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that's how I did that.
Huh.
How I changed it.
It was letting me set the tokens and stuff that way, but it wasn't letting me change the...
It's either right above the tokens, because when I put it in, my token wasn't there yet. So it's either right above the tokens, or it's like directly above the bio.
What are you looking for?
He's trying to change his picture.
Yeah, how I got the wolf down in the bottom left. I want to change it to use my fairy picture.
Oh shit! Yeah, I don't know how to change
like
those,
how
to be honest.
how I have mine. Like
Yeah.
I just click edit on the sheet, and then
I'm wondering if it isn't personalization and display.
Nope, it is not.
No. Okay.
because I have avatar, default token, and name at the very top.
Yeah, I also have that. I have those three, and I have a button that says use selected token, but it's grayed out and it won't let me click it.
It's not the selected token that you're trying to use. You have a picture in both of those?
Yep.
And you so it is there. Go to the bottom right of the chat log where it says as. click that, and then go over to your character name.
Oh, nice. All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
So, yep.
All right.
Sorry, my husband made me late. It's not my fault.
Welcome to
That's
the
all
game.
right. No worries. I just read the prologue anyway. What happened
What,
here?
Momo?
I lost all music. Let's try this one more time.
What if you just did turn the music off for me?
Yeah, sorry. One more. All right. It's morning. The sun isn't visible through the overcast and the snow, but the pale light of day still shines down on your camp as the others begin cooking their meals or dismantling their tents. This is your 6th day on the road. The cold has been constant, and the scenery has been nothing but a dull litany of drab scenery and snow. At night, the baying of wolves is a constant disturbance. On watch, you are frequently on edge. As you sleep, the howls wake you on a regular basis. Tents offer almost no shelter from the cold or wind. There is no denying you've been earning your pay. Each of you are hired on by the caravan's captain over a 10-day ago. 50 gold pieces to act as guards on the way up, and an additional 25 as hazard pay, being the first group making the journey this season. Most of the folks in Luskin were quick to try and dissuade you all from taking the journey. Mid-Tarsak is generally considered too early to begin. The pay was too good, and your employer wouldn't be deterred. Aside from the wolves, the road has been desolate. You've encountered no one, save for a group of dwarven rangers from Ironmaster, who advised your group to head back 2 days ago. Still, even the monsters seem to be avoiding the cold. So perhaps there's something to this idea. But as everyone begins packing up camp this morning, the gray clouds on the horizon have begun to advance quickly. Soon, snow begins to fall at a rapid rate. As you all sit around your cooking fire, preparing for the day's journey, you hear the signs of a tense conversation which escalates into shouting. One of the merchants appears to be arguing with the caravan's captain. As you all sit around your campfire this morning cooking, why don't we all take a moment and have you each just sort of give a description of your character so that everyone else knows who they're dealing with. We'll start with let's start with TB.
Right. TB is about 1.5 feet tall. Actually, that's a little. Never mind. Almost 2 feet tall. I forgot I made him really big. He's a short. Hold on. I forget. What did I write down for this character? I know I selected actual things. Yeah. All right. So he's got emerald green eyes that sparkle in the sunlight. He's got long silver hair that falls down to his shoulders. Got a very haughty, snooty, stuck-up look on his face, and he very much looks down on every single other human or humanoid interaction that he has. You can tell he doesn't like any of you. His wings, he's got multicolored insectile wings on his back that when he gets agitated, the colors of the wings will mirror the color of his emotional state. Typically, they're a dark burgundy to a blood red color. Doesn't say much, keeps to himself, covered in implements and tools and things that you have no idea what the hell they could possibly do. But he seems to have a working knowledge of all of them, and it has the right tool for any situation.
All right. Next up, let's go with Alia. That's you, Courtney, and you're muted.
Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot her name. So she's got sort of like glowing white eyes. She's got like a light gray sort of skin. She is a fallen Aasimar, by the way. Yeah, she's got like translucent yellow hair. Very much cool, confident, warlocky. That's what I'm going with.
Okay. Next up, how about Rackham?
So I'm 6'1", he's very adamant about that one. He's you know, because he's taller. He's taller than everybody else. You know, from where he's from. He's got dark brown hair, goes down just past his shoulders. Ambered skin. He's also got beautiful green eyes. You know, and he's just got long beard, about 12, 13 inches or so, 14 inches. And you know, I'm just trying to make my way and make this map. You know, I'm in my element here. I do trading caravan stuff all the time. And yeah, I'm just a human. Just your average human.
All right. Next up then is it Krathos? Krathos?
Sorry, yeah. Bear with me for 1 second here. I'm switching over to my other microphone. All right, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so Krathos is a Goliath. For those who don't know, Goliaths are half giant humanoid races. Basically, to get down to it, they stone gray skin, sometimes lighter, sometimes darker. Mine is pretty light in the gray, but I'm covered in like these black line like markings that kind of go over all my whole body. I have a large scar on my chest that you can kind of get a glimpse at through my armor. Because I'm basically just wearing leather and chainmail at the moment. I have no facial hair of any kind. I'm completely bald. I have no eyebrows, no beard or anything. Goliaths don't have any hair. And my eyes are like a icy blue, and they're kind of solid icy blue. I don't have any discernible pupils, rather.
No eye pimples. Huh?
I have no pimples. I have very good complexion. My name is Krathos. I stand at 7 feet 1 inch tall. Fuck you, Tom.
Wow.
I'm very big for a Goliath. Very muscular, very toned. I
Very
have-
taut.
I carry a great sword. I have another sword on my belt, and a small axe on my other side. I'm very skilled in martial prowess, and I specialize in kind of like night watch, or like you know being like overnights, you know, stuff like that. That's kind of my thing.
He's a sexy time Goliath, y'all.
Watch me pop, lock, and drop it. Okay. I'm trying to think of what else.
Yeah, and you only have to give him like a physical description of what you look like at this point.
Okay, yeah. That's kind of the gist of it. I'm big. I got no hair. I got really like a cold gaze. I'm an asshole. Fuck with me.
All right. Next up, Jug.
All right. I think the best way I describe what Jug looks like is like he kind of looks like Johnny Depp, but with like a big scar below his eye. But you can't really see his face because he's got like a blue cloak over. And so that kind of plays into the changeling. He doesn't really talk much. Kind of mysterious. He's got this little jewel on his chest from somewhere. That's about it.
Next.
All right then. And then finally, Nocturna.
Yeah, Nocturna is a 6'2" feline cat lady with kind of a dark blue long coat with like kind of tabby markings. that are kind of a darker gray black color, and like yellow gold, bright yellow gold eyes. She's more slender, so she's like 6'2", probably 170 pounds, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's what she looks like.
All right then. Are you guys still hearing music? Mine keeps freezing.
Yeah, I'm still hearing it.
Oh, weird. Okay. Well,
I'm
as
still
long as
hearing
you're
it.
hearing it, works for me. All right.
And then one thing I forgot to mention, I carry a sword, sword and shield.
Okay. All right. As you all kind of sit huddled around the morning campfire, most of the caravan is preparing to head out, but slowly you can see more and more of the caravan's denizens making their way over towards the argument that is very audibly taking place. And as you all look up, you can see the crowd seems to be sort of gathering around the caravan captain, Remar Stone Anvil, who seems to be sort of having to defend himself from the accusations of a sort of middle-aged halfling. Most of you have gotten to know him as Nebin. He's one of the other merchants. Nebin seems a bit heated at this point, and he's sort of angrily pointing his finger at Remar and taking a bit of a forceful tone, basically saying, you conned us into making our way up here in the middle of this, and the snow is picking up, and we're staring down a full-blown blizzard. And at this point, Remar sort of puts his hands up in defense and says, nobody said anything about a blizzard. Okay, we're going to get a little bit of snow, yes, but all the same, we are 14 miles from Hundlestone. We're 14 miles from shelter. All right. All we have to do is buckle down and travel diligently, and we are going to make it. And it's at this point that Nebin fires back angrily and says, we're not going to make it before the snow buries us. There's a blizzard coming. I'm telling you, it's happening.
I'd like to fly up and cast Druidcraft at that point and use it to predict the weather.
Okay. I would say I'm going to go ahead and whisper this to you. All right. The argument sort of starts to escalate, and you can hear several of the other caravan members starting to kind of jump in on Nebin's side and sort of take his side in this argument. And pretty soon, of course, the mob devolves into saying, we should go on ahead. Leave this one here and any of the fools who decide to stay with him. We'll make quicker time on our own if we split into a smaller grouping. At which point you can hear several people in the crowd starting to kind of agree with that, whereas others start to kind of, disagree and shout out. And Remar says, if we split, we won't be able to defend ourselves in case of an ambush. And of course, I can't guarantee that any of our guards are going to want to go with a split party. They may want to go with just one party. At which point, Nebin kind of stops and turns to all of you, as you've pretty much been the caravan's muscle this whole time. And Nebin says, well, what do you say? Do you want to stay here and freeze to death with this old dwarf?
I mean, quite honestly, my question is, why are we still sitting here? Let's go. This isn't hard.
Well, the simple and
come along.
The indisputable answer is that there is indeed a blizzard on the way. However, the dwarf, as you so calmly put it, is the one who pays our bills. So,
Go ahead and make an intimidation check for TB.
Prepare to be intimidated. Can't read. There we go.
At this, Nevin kind of smirks and he says, "Well, I wasn't really talking to you." And the rest of the caravan crowd starts to kind of chuckle at Nevin's comment. Some of them sort of, trying not to make it seem as though they're laughing at you, but it was a well-timed joke, And at this point, Nevin says, "I'm forging on ahead, and I'm driving my animals as hard as I can until we get to Hundlestone. I'm not waiting for these fools. Who's with me?" And at this point, several of the other teamsters start to actually pipe up. And pretty soon you've got pretty much a halfway split between those who are going to drive their oxen harder and faster up ahead, and the other half choosing to remain with Remar and continue through.
At this point, I would just like to ask Remar, this is the dwarf, right?
Yeah.
How much more are you going to pay for us to stay with you, bud? Because we're the muscle.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Sorry, can you roll that for me? I'm on my phone right now where we're driving.
Yeah, that's fine. Give me a sec.
I've got my character sheet up here, actually.
You can't blame me for any rolls I make on your behalf, though.
Sorry, intimidation, or what'd you say, persuasion?
Intimidation.
Did that actually roll, though? It's not going to let me, is it? I clicked it, but it's not going.
Yeah, it's not. I'll roll it for you.
Perfect.
No worries. Okay.
You remain very intimidating.
Remar sort of puts his hands up defensively and he says, I never said the job didn't come with risk. I obviously I warned everyone there was going to be risk to this job, but...
No, I guess my question here at this point is, there's definitely risk to this job. Your risk is losing your muscle, because we're about to all get warm in a fucking inn. So do you want to pay extra?
Hold on now, and I'll raise my hand and look up from the map that I'm drawing. Nobody said I was going with you. And I'll look over at our caravan guy, and I'll be like, "Hey, you know this trek, and it sounds like when we joined on, you've done this once or twice in these harsh conditions, right?"
More than once or twice, yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. And I'll look at Nebar. You ever done this trek in this kind of weather?
Well, no, but nobody's done this kind of trek in this weather.
Well, I mean, it all gesture, and just be like, "Look, I'm staying with the guy that's done it, and I'll go back to drawing my map."
You can make a persuasion check if you like.
I'm so damn persuasive. So damn persuasive.
And at that, Nevin sort of sneers and says, "So be it." And he looks back at Remar, and he looks back at the rest of you, and he says, "Well, what's it gonna be, Remar? You gonna pay your guards a premium, or are they coming with us?" And Remar sort of sighs, and he says, I can add another 20 gold to the hazard pay for any guard who remains with me."
Well, that settles it for me. I was planning on sticking with you anyways. You hired me.
All right. Anybody wanting to go with the halfling?
I just want to, like, Krathos is just going to kind of pipe up just a little bit, and he's just going to say, the extra gold doesn't hurt, but anyone who plans to go with the little boy is a fool. These lands are dangerously cold. Look at me. I could survive out there alone. But you? At least we'll find some well-preserved meat.
All right, go ahead and make me an intimidation check.
I don't like cooking dwarven meat.
Yeah.
And all, you know. I mean, I carry basically a wok on my back, like attached to my pack, and I have been helping with the cooking over the past couple of days.
Nick, did you see my whisper?
Yeah, what's that about? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. As for, yeah, I would say that works.
Okay.
As for your comment, Krathos, pretty soon some of the caravan members who were kind of originally looking to go with Nevin, now they start to kind of second guess. Several of them kind of start to hold up. And Nevin turns back, notices several of these people, and he says, "Oh, you've got to be kidding. You're not going to let some blustering from some bastard giant scare you into sticking with this crowd." And some of the other Teamsters kind of look back at him and say,
Instead, you should let the blustering of some tiny halfling dissuade you from doing the intelligent thing.
"Oh, fine. Who is with me?" And you see two other wagons basically fall in line behind him. And he says, "That's just fine. We'll make a lot better time without all the dead weight anyway." And these three wagons just set off, and he just snaps his reins, and everybody just goes off at a pace.
As he's leaving, I holler back, "Make sure you stay downwind."
All right. And at this, Remar sort of calls to everyone, "It's 30 minutes, and then we're heading out. And I suggest you make it nice and quick. I also recommend we get the plow shovels ready, because I'm guessing we're going to need to start clearing a path as we make our way across. Now, if you don't mind, caravan guards, I'm going to have to ask that you earn that extra 20 gold pieces, and you do the actual shoveling. Any argument with that arrangement?"
I mean, shoveling is fine with me, but you know, I have skills with the beasts of burden. If you want me to help drive at all, but I'm fine with shoveling as well. Extra 20 gold to watch over less people and less, you know, I mean, seems like a fair deal to me. And I'll put my map stuff away.
Quite honestly, if you're planning on taking these lumbering wagons through the snow, you should fashion them some sleighs.
Unfortunately, they didn't have any ready in Luskin. At least not this time of year. I'm afraid we're having to go like this.
Wouldn't take much to cut down a couple of lean trees.
And how much time do you think it would take to fashion them into skis for every one of these wagons?
I could do it in probably about an hour per wagon.
Didn't he
Well,
just
there's
say we
gold.
should go in 30 minutes?
And there's 12 wagons.
I answered the question. If you don't like my answer, don't ask the question.
Remar says, "I appreciate it, and I do think that your idea is sound, and if we'd have had time before leaving, I think that would have made more sense. However, I have somewhere I need to be within Icewind Dale, and I think we just need to forge ahead at as clippy of a pace as possible. And I regret that I have to ask you, but I do need you to shovel."
I'm just gonna stand in front of the thing and Eldritch Blast forever until we get there. How about that?
I look at the shovel, and then I look at my tiny little hands, and I waggle my fingers at them, and then I just lay back and float.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
just start going, because Eldritch Blast will work. Let's go.
You walk in over there, I'll start shoveling.
I will also grab a shovel.
That's
Okay.
just such a waste of energy, y'all.
No. You definitely. I'm on post blast cleanup. Okay.
Post blast cleanup.
All right.
Between Eldritch Blast and Booming Blade, we could probably clear a path pretty easy.
And
I mean-
also bring all of the creatures to us.
Great, I got Eldritch Blast for them too. Let's go.
Joe's got Eldritch Blast for days.
Those cold winter sort of creatures, when it starts to be a blizzard or a storm, they tend to go and hibernate because they know shit's coming and the weather will deal with the idiots.
All right. Everybody who's shoveling, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
You go.
However, as giant pieces of the ground are being taken out of the road ahead, and the wagons are all having to kind of bumpily off-road it through the road, everybody who's shoveling needs to make your athletics check with a disadvantage.
Eldritch Blast might be causing an issue.
feel like it's being used inappropriately as force, man.
I was gonna roll it twice, but have that one.
Okay.
I like how 3 of us have done wonders so far with our net ones.
Yep.
I know that is
gonna be a rough campaign.
You guys are going for a record here today.
It's gonna be a great campaign.
It'd be so awesome.
All right. Let's see here.
How do I do the advantage toggle thing? I forget.
It should be over the top. It should say normal, advantage, disadvantage.
No. I wanted to toggle to ask every time I click something.
Oh.
Under settings.
Yeah, it's in your sheet settings.
And then
I think I'm there. I just can't find it.
So the little cog on your sheet, and then on the hard right side, you'll see
Oh,
character
here we
sheet
go.
type.
Here, I found it.
All right. The first hour goes by, and you haven't made very good time at all. A full-blown blizzard is now upon you, and you've managed to make it about only an hour now as the snowdrifts begin to pile up.
You got my roll, Nick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got a good
Makes
one.
a big difference.
sorry, did we already get paid this extra 20 gold? Because that'll change how I behave.
No.
No. It gets upon delivery to the
That's
destination.
hazard pay.
Well, then I will be sitting on the cart while you all struggle. Sucks to be you.
All right. At this point,
You could hex a shovel.
Yeah, I could, yeah.
At this point, it's been an hour, and you've made it 1 mile. Remar announces it's 12 miles to Hundlestone, and if we don't make it before nightfall, we're not likely to make it.
Anybody got haste? No?
And not at level 1.
Could help a little bit.
And once again, let's see here.
Ooh. Yes, please do that. Clear skies.
No, we can't clear the skies. It just lets us predict the weather, and it'll show up as, like, if it's clear skies, it'll show up as a golden orb. If it's gonna rain, it'll show up as a rain cloud.
Oh. That's not as helpful.
No.
Like, you should just clear the skies. That would be very
Well,
true.
while you're sitting on your butt and you're reading the bones.
I'm immune to cold, so bring it.
Well,
I've already rotten over here.
Remar basically says we're not going to make it to Hundlestone unless people start shoveling.
I was
And
just
I'm afraid all the drivers
I'm
are
leading the way.
occupied.
I'm going in. Head first. Shovel away, Batman.
All right, everyone who's shoveling now, go ahead and give me an athletics check. This time without disadvantage. Just normal.
20, right? I better get my
Oh.
ass shoveling.
Was the last one supposed to be disadvantage? I missed that. I'll
That's
do
all right.
disadvantage on this one.
I will try to help.
Man, I'm
I will
doing
provide
so good.
emotional support and cheerleading.
All right.
Good roll, Jonah. Good roll.
Yeah, Jonah, that is a good roll. You can roll it off your character sheet, though. However, if you look under the skills and click athletics and just click the word athletics, it'll roll it and it'll add all your bonuses. So if you've got like a strength bonus, it'll add that to that nat 20 and make it a 22 or a 24.
Where?
If you look at your character sheet,
Yeah.
there's a box on
Athletics. Okay.
Yeah, there's a
Yep.
box called skills, and one of the skills is athletics.
There you
So
go.
if you just So you rolled an 18, but you get a +1 and it added it, so it gave you a 19. It just kind of does it for you.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. So
Then again, you rolled a 20, so that's pretty good.
Where do I see that, man?
Oh, it's in the chat log. Click on the chat bubbles on the right side of the screen of the game screen.
Okay, chat bubbles. Got it.
Because you're probably still on the journal, yeah.
Yep, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom of the chat, and it'll show you your name and all the rolls you've been making and stuff like that, all the numbers you've rolled.
I got it now. I got the chat, my character sheet, and my dice ready to roll.
Yeah, sometimes you have to pop between them, and it's a little tricky to navigate sometimes, but you'll get the hang of it.
I got it.
All right. At this point, it is slow going, but it's a lot faster than it was. Once you guys all start kind of putting in the effort to shovel, the wagons start moving quite a bit faster.
I was gonna say, bro, I rolled a 26. Come on.
I rolled a 1.
I did not.
No, I know.
This time, instead of only making it a mile over the hour, you make it 2 miles. And that's when Remar announces it's only 10 miles to Hundlestone.
All right, let's get going. I'm going.
I mean, at what point is this guy gonna like drive his own sleigh? I thought the whole idea was, man, you made this trek because you could do it, and we're just here to be muscle. Now all of a sudden, we're the only ones driving the train.
I'll look back as I'm shoveling. You're not
nothing.
driving the train, and I'll continue shoveling.
She's literally
trying to
driving.
shovel, rather.
It's a royal we.
All right, we're going into hour 3. Everybody give me another athletics check. This is just a regular one.
No, I'm sitting on the fucking sled. This is dumb. We should just walk there and leave this guy. We'd be there in 10 minutes.
Hey.
You might be able to make it, like me, because we don't really feel the cold. So
And I'm lucky as shit.
Can't say much for you.
All right.
Damn, you're pretty athletic. Swole, even.
Make it another 2 miles over the next hour. However, up ahead, Remar kind of throws his fist up like this, and all of the wagons come to a halt. And Remar points, and you can see what appear to be a trio of caravans at a spot where the road begins to kind of wrap around a hillside. They appear to be stopped, and you can all audibly hear the sounds of screaming on the wind.
We should go that way. Away from here. This seems like it's going to slow us down.
And he says,
as the guards
we need to follow that road.
As the guards of this caravan, I highly recommend we avoid whatever the hell that caravan is doing.
Yes, indeed. I feel like we've been shown the wrong way, and we should pick a new way.
And
this is the direction we need to go.
That is the direction we need to go.
I feel like I'm right, too.
All right. Well,
Get my roll? Because I feel like I'm right, too.
I'll look at the other big guy. Well,
I'm already walking over there.
I follow.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, actually,
Come on.
I go set the shovel down, and I pick up my shield from the thing.
There's no way I can just persuade him to pick a different route. we can go backwards as far as we've come already. And
Well,
guess what will happen?
See, the thing
Nothing
is, the snowdrifts on either side are getting to a point of being about roughly 1.5 foot now. All right.
Yeah, but we got this big Goliath that can move snow and some Eldritch Blast.
He's been moving snow, and it hasn't been at a fast enough pace.
Well, do you want to go slow or do you want to go dead? It's your choice, I suppose.
I'm walking.
All right.
All right.
Who's going with the big guys?
I fly
These
up.
boots are made for walking.
I fly up
That's
with the
just
2
what
big
they'll
guys,
do.
and as they're walking, I place a hand on each of their shoulders, and I imbue whatever they're wearing on their outer layers to shed light, just to make them look cool as they walk up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Like it.
I'll go with, but just as like an amusement thing.
Yeah, I guess I'm following too.
It's boring back there with the dumb dwarf that doesn't listen to anyone.
Right, so apparently, me and Tom just became the Bash Brothers from the Mighty Ducks.
Well, you're the Blues Brothers because you got your in blue light, man.
Yeah, I like that.
Was it
The
blue
Blues
light?
Brothers. The Blues Brothers.
It could be whatever color light we want. Sure, it could be blue.
You let me know.
It's blue. Sure.
It's blue. All right.
Blue light.
That's a flavor win. I need a hat now.
I mean, fuck it. I'll do it too, but on the rest of us.
Oh, no, now it's not cool.
All right. As you all walk up, you approach and you see the trio of wagons up ahead, and what you see are most of the horses have been slain, and at the front of them, you see a pair of wargs being ridden by goblins. Nevin and the remaining merchants are cowering behind the carts as essentially arrows are firing down on the caravan from the cliffside to the east. I'm going to throw us into the tactical map. All right, and let's go ahead and everybody give me an initiative roll. Remember to click your token before you roll your initiative.
Cannot see my oh, there I am. I'm so small. I'm so small.
Oh, we're at the bottom. Gotcha.
Oh my god, fuck this dice. Fuck these dice. Okay, pink is done.
Jonah, for Jug, what you want to do is there's a spot on your character sheet that says initiative. And what you want to do is you want to click on your token as you see him on the map here and make sure he's highlighted. And then on your character sheet, click the initiative button.
Yeah, it's right in the middle near the top.
Gosh, I shouldn't have done this on my laptop.
I tried doing it mobile a minute ago. It's just not fun.
Yeah. All right, initiative. Where is it? Top middle.
Yeah,
it's in between your speed and armor class, right above your hit points.
Yeah.
Initiative.
Yep, there you go.
You got it,
Found
man.
it.
It gets easier, I promise.
Yeah, it takes a while to learn where everything is. It's a little tough to navigate at first, but you'll get the hang of it. Don't worry, buddy.
You'll get there.
If Snow can
I got
figure
it.
it out, you'll be alright.
If Tom can do this on the old laptop I gave him, you can do this.
That's true, and we all hate that, but yeah.
I love you, Tom.
We hate that
I'm gonna get you a
laptop.
new computer soon.
Don't worry. I also hate this laptop, but I also love this laptop because it gives me access to just internet. So
Something's better than nothing.
All right, top of the round is the goblins.
That's tragic.
It is tragic, isn't it?
I'm sorry, are the
Tragic
bad
for
guys
you.
in front of us?
Can anybody
I don't-
see anything to the right, or are you guys getting the weird half cut screen right down the
Half
middle?
cut speed. Yeah.
Seen a half cut screen?
Shadow.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah,
Oh,
the caravan's
it's because of the
blocking.
caravans are. You're sort of hunched down beneath the caravans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
They're
can't see
blocking your
behind
view.
you can't see behind the caravan, bro. Come on.
What
Yeah.
is that? What the goblins are?
I can see one. I can see one goblin way up here on the cliff, so I'm assuming yes.
Wanna
That's-
give us a ping there?
I am. Look north,
Oh,
little
he's-
northwest.
Great.
All
We're
right.
gonna be doing a lot of sprinting.
I'm gonna
not
make a
that
quick
far.
perception check for these guys just to see if they notice you.
Who's that
Oh,
little guy?
God, I see another one back
Wait,
there.
you?
All right.
Yeah,
More
the
back
little
here.
guy
There's a lot
is.
of them.
Yeah,
He's
that's our fairy
tiny.
friend.
I'm
He's
pissed.
He
All
can
right.
literally
Little
fit in my
guy.
beard.
I can hide in his beard.
You can hide in my beard too.
You don't have a
I
beard.
don't have a beard.
I was getting there.
I could pretend to
All
be
right.
your beard. Just cling to
Several
your face.
salvos of arrows come flying from the cliffside. And actually, this woman falls dead.
Oh.
That's
Um,
terrible.
Meanwhile, the rest start to just sort of stick into the wagons and that sort of thing. That is the goblin's turn. Nocturna, the move is yours.
Oh, great.
I'm for sure gonna end up riding that kitty. We're all
I'm already super jazzed about this idea.
Did you have the character that rode the car too?
Yep.
I was gonna say.
Sure
is
did.
that phrasing? Are we still doing phrasing?
We are doing phrasing, and that
Yep.
was great.
Yep.
You
Okay,
guys
thank you.
also, when you were all describing your characters, so many times where I wanted to make a dick joke, but I was in the car with the children. Because at one point, Ian goes, I have a very long.
You're damn right. You're damn right. I do. Okay.
And I was like, well, what the fuck, man? Like, finish your sentence. You're freaking me out.
Yeah, it's abnormally large. Okay.
What do you got
And
for me, Nick?
personality.
Yeah, personality.
Oh, if I got anything, I can't see anything. I have no idea where to go. Did I see where those arrows came from? What direction they came from?
Yeah, they're coming from the cliffside up this way.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
And then you can hear the
So
sound.
did they come were they like lobbed over the?
They're firing down from above, essentially.
Okay.
Just
So
run
they
it.
they can see us over the caravans?
Well, right now the caravan is providing you cover.
Okay.
So, you also hear what seems to be the sounds of bone snapping and tendons ripping, just right around this area here.
Okay.
Are you speaking with animals? Who's speaking with animals?
That would be
You
Jonah.
You can't yet, Jonah. You gotta wait for your turn. We
Don't
are
worry,
in turn order for now.
I'm just clicking stuff. I'm learning this little.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to read it.
Yeah, I guess I'll just prepare an action in case something comes in my range. I don't think I'm gonna do anything yet.
Okay, you're just gonna melee attack something that gets in your threat range then?
Yeah, yep.
All right. The move then goes to Jug.
Alright, I think I want to try to use this fog cloud. Lay down a little cloud for us to hide in.
That's a great idea.
Okay. Go ahead and throw the spell up in the chat just so I know how big to make it.
So if you just click on it, it should put it in the chat for you, Jonah, just like you did with Speak with Animals.
Yeah. Cast at what level? Submit. That work?
Okay, 20-foot radius. Yeah, it sure does. Here, give me a second. No. Why don't you show me where you want it? Do you know how to ping? You can just hold down a left click anywhere. Tell me where you want the center of this fog cloud to be.
I can't really ping between us and where the arrows were coming.
Okay, all right. I can handle that.
So if you want to ping, like if you look on the screen, I'll show you a ping right now. It looks like this. You just click your mouse button and hold it, your left mouse button, wherever you want it. Oh, you're on the.
Yeah, I'm on.
No, that's me.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if you just click and hold at any point, like on the map, it'll produce a ping, and that's
Alright.
kind of points to where you want to do something to indicate to other players.
All right. Do you see that big? Do you see that big blue circle there?
Yes. That
Is that
looks
a good
good.
spot? You like that there?
Yep.
All right. Good deal. All right, that's going to be your action. You still have 30 feet of movement you can use.
I'm gonna run and fucking hide behind the caravan. I'm a little guy. I don't need to be getting hit with arrows.
Okay, well, you're currently behind this wagon here. You're safe. But if you want to try and make it up to this caravan here, you can, if that's what you want to attempt.
But you did just see a lady die right there, so she got hit back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a big idiot to run out there first.
Whoa! There's no need to call names.
A big smart person.
There you
No, I
go.
feel like that's just accurate storytelling. He's portraying you
All right.
potentially accurately.
Rackham, you're up.
Accurate.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
accurate. Yeah, that's what
Let's
we're
see.
gonna say.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Come on. Change my view.
Sorry, what's in the 20-foot radius right now?
That's a fog cloud. It's basically obscuring vision
Yeah.
for anything.
I was gonna say, how
Somebody
high
run
up does that go?
across.
Okay, so when you have, is it a called shot to shoot the goblin because he's riding the warg?
No, not in this case, no.
Okay. We're just gonna take aim and fire at the goblin. Let's make sure
Okay.
I'm not on.
Okay, 20 will hit. All right. Anything else?
I'll call out. Can I do an intimidation as a bonus action?
Sure. You want to try and attract its attention?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's a very lovely intimidation. All right,
And
then.
that will be my turn.
Very good. Your bolt basically snaps and hits this goblin right in the shoulder, and he bleeds, and he looks up over at you angrily, and his beady little eyes start to narrow on you. And he snaps the reins on the warg that he's riding, and he yells a loud "Briark!"
Which means, because I do speak goblin.
Briark. There is no equivalent to the phrase Briark in any civilized tongue. It is debated between scholars as to whether or not Briark means onward to battle or surrender, or if it's just an entirely sort of an insult. However, whenever it is almost assuredly known whenever a goblin says Briark, it means you're going to fight it.
Excellent.
The warg books up on you, and as he races towards you, he bites, hitting armor class 12.
That shall miss.
All right. And then at this, hearing the yell, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Nick, I didn't think about this, but did I have to, with my prepared action, did I have to specify what kind of attack, I assume?
Yeah, that's why I said I assumed melee, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
That's what I had in my head, so I will stick with that.
All right, this thing's gonna dash right up to Rackham, and that's gonna be its turn. The move now goes to Alia. Alia, still sightseeing?
Oh, yes. No, I'll jump in the fray here because this seems fun. 5, 10, 15, 20. Let me see what I see here. Nothing. This is bullshit. Oh, those things in front of us? Those are the bad guys, huh?
Those are goblins riding
That's a
wargs.
couple of them.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use hex on the first guy.
Which one? The goblin?
This guy. Oh, the goblin himself.
You want the goblin? Okay.
That's definitely so anyway, and what, I have to pick strength or something like that?
You want strength?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'll use Hexblade's Curse.
Isn't
I'll
Hex a bonus action?
I thought Hex was an actual action. Hold on. If it's a bonus action, then
Hex
I'll
is a Hex is a bonus action.
Oh, perfect. In that case, I will instead use Chill Touch.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. On the one you just hexed?
Yeah.
Okay. 26 will hit. Okay. You kill him outright. It just he just
Well, that's
crosses
good.
over and rolls off the side of the warg, dead on the road. Anything else for Alia's turn?
Too late to run up and take the warg? Yeah, that's fine. Well, I guess I'll go my last 15 and hide behind this shelter here. It'll be fine.
Sounds good. Krathos.
All right. Well, I don't have any ranged attacks, so I'm gonna call out to the guards as a whole and say, "Ranged fighters, take out the archers!" And then I'm gonna kind of rush into the fray here. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I am going to attack the warg itself with my greatsword.
Great.
16.
16 will hit.
Hell yeah. 11 slashing.
Okay. You bring the sword down on the beast, and it slashes right across its front shoulder, and blackish reddish blood starts to drip down, and it gnarls at you angrily. Anything else?
Can't imagine it can use that limb anymore. No, I believe that'll be my turn.
All right. TB, the move is yours.
I have a question.
Fire away.
Being that I am tiny and that I have Fey
You're
Passage...
technically small.
Okay, small and Fey Passage. Can I just, like, presumably go kind of underneath this wagon and just kind of be on the other side without having to go all the way around it?
What does Fey Passage do again? Do you have it handy? You want to throw it up in the chat?
Yep, lets me squeeze into anything as small as 1 inch in diameter. Why won't it just go up? Hello?
So I'd say these wagons are big enough to where if any of the regular sized characters wanted to go prone, they could crawl under it. So it wouldn't be you could feasibly walk under this without difficulty. So you don't have to worry about that.
Okay. So then I will use, let's see, what is that, 5, 10, we'll call it 15 of my movement to get to the other side here.
Mm-hmm. That looks like 10 to me.
10?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Shit. That's farther away than I was hoping it was going to be. I'm going to use the fog cloud as cover. Clover.
I love using clover.
5, 10. Alright, there's 30.
Okay.
How tall are the cliffs?
Cliffs are roughly about 40 feet up at this point.
Alright, so then I'm going to dash to get right up to the edge of the cliff, which will use up another 5, 10. And then I'll use 20, my remaining 20, to just go straight up the side of the cliff.
Okay. For the sake of making this easier on me, I'm going to just put you essentially right here. So that means, you know,
halfway,
5,
halfway up.
10. Yeah, exactly. So, all right. Anything else then?
Let's see. You do need line of sight for that. Nope, I'm good for now.
All right. So TV, you just kind of book your way under the wagon and then run across the snow through the fog cloud. And as soon as you clear the other side, you just jump into the air and begin to very nimbly fly up at a fast clip.
Yep.
At this point, the move goes to the goblins. This guy here is going to start by taking a swing at Krathos. Actually, no, he actually really wants a piece of Rackham.
Yes. Yes.
Hitting armor class 9.
No.
All right then. This guy up here. Let me see here. He's gonna go ahead and fire an arrow at. He can't really get a shot at anybody in particular. He's gonna take a shot at Alia. He's got a +2 for being above, but he's got a -3 because she's in cover. So this is going to be a -1 shot to its short bow. Hitting armor class 7.
No.
All right. These ones up here are just going to continue shouting obscenities. Next up then is Nocturna.
All right, so let's see where we're at. Sorry, I've way too many tabs open. Okay. I guess I'll shoot at this goblin with my crossbow.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, shit. I don't have anything built into my character sheet in here yet.
Hang on, I can fix that for you. Let me just.
Okay.
I can at least get your crossbow on there for you.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Nope, not that. Not that either. Here we go. Okay. Is it a hand crossbow or a light crossbow or a heavy crossbow?
It is oh shit. What is it? It's no, I don't. It's either a light or a hand. No, I don't remember what I'm proficient in. Sorry.
I'll throw you a hand for now.
Yeah, I think that's what rogues are proficient in, right?
Yeah, you should be able to see it on your attacks now.
Yeah.
And additionally, what kind of hand weapon do you use?
I use my hands, man.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll build you that quick. But yeah, go ahead and take your hand crossbow shot.
All right. I'm devising a character that's going to be as annoying for you as Dakar. Sorry.
Well, that's
similar but opposite ways. All right, there we go. Oh wait, I don't remember how to do this. What? How do I? Don't I click on it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I click on the attack.
Yep.
There we go. Okay, there we go.
All right. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Critical miss, though, right?
It sure is. How about let's see here. Alia, Krathos, and Rackham. Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw. Whoever gets the lowest gets the damage.
Shit. That's fine.
This is fine.
All right.
This is
Nick,
all-
go ahead
yeah.
and roll me the damage for your crossbow. Just click the hand crossbow in the chat there, and there we go. Oh, yeah, you're gonna take 6 piercing.
Fucker.
Wait, question.
Mhm.
Before
Mhm.
this happens,
Mhm.
I thought we were using the new table.
Oh shit, you're right. I totally forgot about that. Belay
It-
that.
It's under macros. I can show you real quick. Just if you click on my stream really quick. So up
Yeah,
here you
Nick.
got chat, right? This is where everybody's talking. But over here, there's like the 3 honeycomb looking thing. And down here, under critical miss table, you're just gonna hit roll. So right here.
And actually, if you check the little thing next to it that says in bar, it'll throw it down in the bottom left for you as well.
That guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tell me what I'm doing again.
So you're gonna click up here where these little honeycombs are. So there's the chat, and then you go over to these weird.
You're saying here. Am I supposed to be seeing something?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just got a stream going. Click
Okay,
the watch
there we go.
stream in the.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah. So here's the chat where you're probably at. But if you
Yep.
go over to the honeycomb
Oh,
thing,
okay.
click this button that says show macro in the quick bar, and then
Yep.
hit roll. On
And
the
then
quick-
just roll on the
Okay,
table quick.
here's the thing though. Show macro in the quick bar doesn't show me anything.
Yeah,
it gives
tells
me
to down. Oh no! Here we go. Now I'm in it. Okay. I've got safety deck, playing cards. Oh, crit miss table. All right, here we go. There we go.
All right. Character drops weapon. It lands 1d4 spaces away.
Does that mean
come
I
here.
don't do 6 damage to our
Yeah,
angel?
that's exactly correct. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw. If you pass if you get a 12 or higher, you keep hold of your weapon and you just fall prone.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you're currently prone then,
All right.
as slumping down to catch your weapon caused you to basically slip in the mud.
Okay, and I can use my bonus action to stand up.
You haven't moved at all, so you can use half your movement to stand back up, basically.
All right. We'll do
So,
that.
all right then. Anything else for Nocturna? You do have 15 movement remaining.
No, that's gonna be it.
Okay. All right, Jug, you're up.
Alright, I think I want to run up to that left little monster.
Okay. You have 30 feet, which constitutes to 6 squares of movement.
Okay. How does... I was doing it earlier. Why can't I do the distance on the thing again?
Yeah, you can get adjacent to him. You can get right there.
Yeah. Get me as close as I possibly can get.
Yeah, that's it. You're there. Oh, I didn't mean to leave that. Yes. What's up? Ooh, it's Rick from Rick and Morty. That's pretty funny. Alright. Yes, so you were there. No. Fuck's sake, how do I get rid of this thing now? There we go. Alright. Okay, there you are. Sorry about that.
Alright. Now I want to convince him he's my friend.
Okay. Go ahead and... Are you casting Speak with Animals then?
Do I have to?
It is an action.
Yeah, I mean, I would say...
With animals.
I would say essentially, if you can't speak with him, you're basically trying to go up and calm a rabid wolf, right? Like, and imagine how that's going to pan out for you. Now, speak with animals would at least give you the ability to try and come to an understanding with the creature on a more than basic level. I should warn you that this is very risky and it's unlikely to work. All right, but we always leave this sort of thing up to the dice. All right.
Okay. I better.
Tell me nothing.
I'm gonna just save my spells for later. Can I try to kill that guy on the right, or is it too far?
The guy on the left, you mean this guy? Or you wanna
No,
hit
the
that
guy.
guy?
The guy.
Yeah,
on the
you're not
right
going to be
there.
able to reach him. The only guy who's within threat range of you right now is this guy here.
Okay, let's just stab him.
All right. Go ahead and give me your weapon roll.
I just click the weapon I want to use.
Yep, it should be under attacks. There'll be a little box in the center.
Okay. Yep. That works.
All right. It worked. It's in the chat, but unfortunately, an 8 is not enough to hit the warg. You basically your swing goes wide.
Oh, that's brutal.
Anything else you want to do for your move?
Move back now.
You cannot actually. You've used up all your movement.
All right. Well, then I'm done, I guess.
All right. Very good. Rackham.
Oh yes. We're gonna actually wait. We're gonna attack the warg with the goblin on it with my long sword.
Okay. Show Daddy the attack.
Stop.
Okay.
I'm
Roll on the
not-
critical miss table. It's gonna be fun.
It is gonna be fun. Okay.
Yeah, so I've been trying to play around with it for the past few minutes. I think in order to get the critical miss table to show up on my macro bar, I have to add it in as my own macro. I have to create my own macro that's a copy of it because it's in my table, but I can't get it to show in my macro bar.
Yeah, but you can click on
Oh
the
my goodness! What?
All right, but it's a DC 10 strength save to simply fall prone. So give me a strength save.
Okay.
All these adverse effects I've built saves in order to be able to kind of negate them.
Woo.
Oh man, just barely.
Woo.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
you're prone. You can use half your movement to stand up.
I will do so.
All right.
That's tragic.
And then I will use a bonus action. To shield shove. The other warg, the one on the left that's not attacking me.
All right.
And then-
You. Okay, I see what you're doing. Got it. All right. Yeah, this works. Go ahead. Make an athletics check, and then I'll have it make an athletics check.
Come on, that's got to win. 23. Get over.
Yeah, he only got a 13. So yeah.
And
So what happens?
We're gonna push it back 5 feet.
Okay. 5 feet back. Okay.
Yep.
There we go then. All right. Anything else?
I'll shout the goblin obscenity back at the goblin, and that's my turn.
All right then. All right. Starting with the wargs. This one here. Still super pissed at Rackham. Gonna go ahead and bite. Hitting armor class 8.
Miss.
This one is going to move back up on you, and he's going to do the same thing. Hitting armor class 9.
Also miss.
All right. Alia, the move is yours.
Gosh. Well, I guess I'm gonna move Hex first onto this guy, the goblin.
Okay.
Bonus action, and then I guess I'll just Eldritch Blast him as well. I'll get advantage, right?
If he's hexed,
Yeah.
throw hex on the thing or Eldritch Blast. I gotta read. I'm not sure when it comes to warlocks.
Oops.
I don't know if hex actually gives you advantage or if it just adds bonus damage.
I think it just adds bonus.
Yeah, it
damage.
just adds bonus damage. So you'll add an additional 2 necrotic when you hit him with Eldritch Blast.
Got it. Too easy.
So.
Oh my fucking Christ. Missed by 2?
Yeah. Unfortunately, a 9 will not do the job.
That's all right.
It goes
in
wide, and the goblin sort of like looks over at you and snarls, and then turns quickly back to Rackham.
I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over here.
Okay. All right.
What happened to the fog cloud?
It's still there. I
Oh.
didn't. I goofed up, so
Gotcha.
it's still there. Give me a minute. I can put it back.
You goofy goober.
Krathos, you are up.
All right, so where'd my character sheet go? There it is. I wanna cut him in half, but I'm gonna miss. I'm sure.
Yep. Unfortunately, 11 will not do the job.
That's a big bummer, Mr. Billy. I don't have anything yet at level 1, so that's pretty much gonna be my turn.
All right then. TB, the move is yours.
I would like to use, what is that, about 20 of my movement to get to here. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's 15 movement to get to that spot right there.
Okay. Then, and I am going to, I'm gonna booming blade this son of a bitch.
Fuck yeah.
Boom him.
Oh, that's
All right.
not what I wanted to do. I don't have booming blade set up properly. That's my bad.
Make a weapon attack roll with your regular weapon attack. Roll on my awesome tables.
No. Fuck this bullshit.
All of a sudden, Rackham gets a vision of a tiefling being drowned by an avalanche.
Okay, let's see here. Character strikes an adjacent character or creature, or strikes a character in range. You didn't do a ranged attack. You simply fall prone here. Unfortunately, you don't have enough movement to get yourself back up, so you are prone. I don't know if you've got anything else you can do here.
Nope, that's my turn, sir.
All right. Well, conveniently, it's the goblin's turn, so let's go ahead and just we'll resolve this one right here.
TB was no more.
Hang on, you guys. I might actually hit somebody in this fight. Pay attention.
Burr, burr, burr.
All right. Armor class 21.
Fuck you, dude.
I'm sorry.
You fucking
you're only
kidding
gonna
me?
take
You've
4
been rolling
slashing damage.
You've been rolling
I know,
8
I rolled with
and
advantage 'cause you're prone.
6s and
I know.
4s, and I get a 21.
I got advantage, man. Like,
Jesus, how much?
I mean, to be fair, he's harder to
4
hit than
slashing.
small, right?
4 slashing.
Wow.
They are only goblins after all.
Dude, this and the last campaign too, you couldn't roll less than a 25 when you were trying to hit me.
Oh man,
it is
it's
personal.
easier when I'm rolling with Strahd, man. Like, it's so much easier. All right. These guys here. This guy's gonna try firing at you, but he's got disadvantage because you're prone. It's armor class 10.
No.
All right. This guy here, he's gonna go ahead and fire into the crowd. Wow, that song is really loud, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's quite loud, but I think that's just my volume.
No, it's that song. It's that song.
And I can hear it.
It's very Spock versus Kirk. You know?
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
I like that.
This guy's gonna go ahead and fire on the wagons again, trying to pick off a merchant. Nope. Guy next to him's gonna do the same. Nope. This guy in the backfield here, he's gonna try and shoot at you, TB. Hitting armor class 5.
No.
Going for the easy target.
Yeah. Alright, Nocturna, the move is yours.
Well, a question quick. Just for
Fire away.
clarification. Because it was a ranged attack and he was prone, he gets disadvantage on that, right?
Yeah.
Nice. That's what I thought.
So-
So, you know, you had your odds in your favor on that one.
Mm-hmm. All right, Nocturna is up.
All right. Let's try this again. Same goblin. This goblin.
Okay.
Did I do better? Why
I'm
didn't
not
I roll?
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on.
There it is. Unfortunately, 11 isn't gonna do it.
All right.
What's your dexterity bonus?
4.
Let's see here.
Yeah, that's right. My proficiency's 2 and plus 4.
Oh, so you rolled a 5. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
just rolling
Alright.
shitty.
Right on.
It happens.
Yeah, it's to
It's
most
not-
of us tonight, apparently.
Yeah, you're just used to me constantly hitting, but that's just because I'm usually rolling 7 attacks.
Yeah, that motherfucking Dakar, man.
Yeah.
Quantity.
We'll get there.
Quantity. All right. The move goes to Jug.
Let's try the stabby on the left one again.
You got it, man.
So I want to throw this out here to you, Jonah, as an option for you. Do you carry a staff at all?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
We got a scimitar.
Ah,
Let's try.
Gotcha.
Let's try that this time. Maybe that will do better.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Shmitar.
Roll it.
Roll it.
Roll
I'm
it,
ready.
buddy.
That'll do.
Ooh.
That hits.
That's better.
If you look in the chat pane there, right under your 20, it says scimitar with a purple outline on it. Just click that word scimitar with purple on. There we go, and it rolls your damage right there. All right.
Shanked.
Not bad.
You slash across, just slightly drawing blood against the warg, and it snarls up at you quite angrily. Anything else you want to attempt for your turn?
To back up behind the biggest person.
Alright, so here's the deal. Backing up out of combat requires an action called a disengage. You can back away from something without disengaging, but it gets an attack of opportunity against you, basically meaning that you trying to retreat allows it to attack you as you retreat. So if you're comfortable with that, then you can totally do that and back up behind one of these guys, but he is going to get an attack against you.
Do that. Just stay there. Better.
We'll just stay then.
Okay. All right. The move returns to Rackham.
Well, I'm going to turn my attention to the one on my left, and I'm going to slash at it.
Why? Why can't you roll good?
You know,
7 misses.
I mean, I'm doing my job. They're not hitting me.
Yeah, it's true. You dodge it. You dodge and you weaving. They just start.
We're all rolling shitty tonight. All right.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing all right.
And then as a bonus action, we're gonna shield shove the warg on the right to try and make it go prone and knock that goblin off.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see here. Well, I got an 11.
Oh yes.
The warg. What I'm gonna do for this is I'm gonna make the warg prone. I'm going to give the goblin a strength save to see if he can remain on. And I'm going to make that a DC 12. And he fails.
Yes.
So the goblin falls here, and, you know, Fi on it. He's going to be prone too.
Lovely.
Alright,
That's my turn.
Okay. Alright, first up. This one's going to get on its feet. Next up, it's going to bite at Rackham. I rolled a 7. You don't have an armor class of 12 or lower, do you?
No, my armor class is 19.
We'll call you that. My wounded pride. This one here is going to go ahead and take a bite at Rackham. Hitting armor class 23.
Ah, let's go.
You're gonna take 13 piercing damage.
Jesus.
I am not.
You are.
That's a lot.
That's
It is.
probably enough to knock him unconscious.
That is my
You
health
are
points.
unconscious.
That is what?
Luckily,
That
the healer's
motherfucker
right
hits.
behind you.
I moved over
That
here. 'cause you're
motherfucker hits.
Pink.
Oh yeah. There's
Holy
6 of you.
shit.
I thought I'd balance the fights out. All right.
No,
Curse
you're
of-
fine. I
Curse
just
of
forgot
Strahd was
how
pretty much
hard.
You guys like walking around doing this.
Oh man, that warg hits.
I said this campaign I'm balancing it out better. All right.
Okay, so after shoving the other warg down, I lose my vision on the one on the left, and then all of a sudden everything goes dark, and I fall to the ground.
And at that point, the move goes to Alia.
Man, I can't even sprint up to heal you right now, so I'm gonna do you no good.
You got a couple turns.
Maybe.
Yeah, but we got more goblins that are shooting at us from up high, and I was thinking if I take them out, then you guys, the tanks, were supposed to take down the ground forces, and you're ruining everything for me. Nick, how much movement is it to get me to the top, like right here?
I haven't.
If you want to climb,
Yeah.
it's 40 feet up, and unless you have a climbing speed, it's going to be rough terrain the whole way up, which means you're looking at 80 feet of movement.
Let me
additionally, you're also probably going to need to make some athletics checks for each turn as you go up, just to make sure you don't lose your grip and fall.
Well, schmuckers. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I guess, so I can see those guys. And I've got line of sight, I think. Right? We're good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and Hex is already on that guy. I will chill touch him.
The
The
goblin?
Yeah, which is not
Alright,
gonna
that's a
work.
ranged spell attack, right?
Yeah.
He's prone, which means you're going to do that.
But it's ranged.
Yeah. Since he's prone, you're going to have to make that with disadvantage, unfortunately.
It doesn't matter, I missed anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I guess. Oh, man. I guess I'll use Hexblade's Curse as a bonus action and just kind of end it there on the same guy.
What's it do?
I just gain my next attack. Any attack you roll against a cursed creature is an automatic critical hit at a 19 or 20, and then you get, if I kill him while he's hexed, I get my charisma mod plus my level and health back.
Got it. All right, then. Perfect. Krathos, the move is yours.
All right, which warg looks more beat up?
Make a perception check. You're going to call the DC on this 10.
That's terrible because I have a -1 to this. Yep. Okay. Doesn't matter. Had sex. All right.
Big angry wolves.
Big angry wolves. Yeah, I'm super tempted to like jump on one right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I strongly advise you to quit fucking around and start taking this fight seriously.
Why won't you jump on it? Don't you have animal handling? Fuck.
No, I don't actually.
That was me.
Great though. It could be fun.
Yeah. All right. We're just gonna keep going. Great sword. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, that was bad.
8 misses.
Could have been worse.
Dice.
Fuck these dice tonight.
Amen.
It's starting to look bad. Past my turn.
All right. TB, the move is yours.
I will use half my movement to return to floating at around eye level at this goblin.
Okay.
And I will again attempt to booming blade his bitch ass.
All right.
Do it.
Are you fucking with me right now?
Jonah, if you
10.
have it, we could use another fog cloak.
It's still going, but
I could use a heal.
But there's that too.
yeah.
I can get you in 2 turns. Don't worry.
All right. Anything else you want to attempt here, TB?
No, that's it.
All right. We're gonna try. He's gonna try and scimitar you again.
Jared, why can't I see your rolls?
I don't know.
Like I said, you gotta go into settings and you gotta go down
I did.
to dice options.
Yep.
Now Jared has to do the same.
I did.
I was gonna say I don't see it in chat either. Like I don't see any of your rolls in chat.
Oh, because I'm whispering them to the GM.
Oh, there you go.
So there's 2 GM and there's public right here.
Yeah.
You can just hit the public.
All right. The goblin hits armor class 11.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
The other goblin is going to shoot a short bow at you, hitting armor class 9.
Yet.
Let's see. One more shot fired at you, hitting armor class 5. All right. 2 more shots.
One more shot.
Miss. And 7. Miss. Alright, Nocturna, the move is yours.
Alright. Can I be useful at all in this fight? Let's find out.
You existing is useful.
Mildly useful.
Any use is better than no use.
Yes. Okay. The warg. I'll go with this warg because it fewer people in my way for if I miss when I miss critically again. God, stop it. Sorry. All right, here we go.
17 will hit.
All right, something happened.
All right.
That's decent damage. That's max
It
damage.
sure
baby.
is. Yeah.
Epic.
Sure is.
There we go.
Anything else for Nocturna's turn? You still have 30 feet of movement.
No, I'm gonna sit here.
Okay. All right then. Jug, the move is yours.
All right, let's healing word my unconscious friend. That will help, right?
All right. Yep.
Solid.
Actually, you can if you've got cure wounds, I would use that instead because you're right next to him. You can actually
touch him.
Yeah, and it heals for more.
So cure wounds and heal wounds are very similar. One of them you have to actually physically touch the creature. The other one has a range.
Healing word, you can heal someone within 30 feet. Cure wounds, you have to touch them, but it does 1d8 instead of 1d4.
Yeah.
All right, let's touch him then.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's healing hands all over again.
Yeah.
Where?
Give him those
cure
hands of
wounds.
healing.
It'll be on your spell.
Level 1, got
Level
it.
1, yep. All right. Rackham, you are healed for 6.
The question is, do I run? I haven't got hit so far. Let's just stay.
I gotta say, most of the aggression is not on you at the moment.
All right then. Rackham, your eyes jar open quickly as the sounds of battle quickly wake you. You are still prone, but it'll only cost half your movement to stand up.
Oh,
Yes.
I shall stand.
Sitting is for the weak and feeble.
For the weak and feeble.
I can use a chair. Can my character have
And
a chair?
then, I mean, we're gonna look at the one that attacked me from behind. So the one on the left.
Okay. 23 will hit.
There you go. Nice.
All right. You strike down at the creature, and at this point it yelps, fearfully, painfully. And you can see it's bleeding quite profusely at this point.
We are going to shove that one and try and shove it backwards 5 feet.
Okay. Let's see how he does. I got a 5.
That's awesome.
All right, he goes back 5 feet.
And then I am going to move to here. Because that doesn't move out of threat range of the other one, right?
No, it does not. No.
Just to interpose, my newest bestest friend. Thank you very much again. And that's my turn.
All right. The warg on the left is going to try and bite Rackham. Actually, no. Before he does that, let's just... Yeah, okay. He's a bit fearful of you as you approach, but he quickly becomes as angry as a whipped dog once again. And he bites at you, hitting armor class 18. You're 19 though, right?
Whew, I am 19.
There we go. All
Go
right.
shield master.
His jaw just clenches down on your shoulder, Pauldron. And as soon as he realizes he's not getting past it, you just kind of wiggle yourself free and pull your sword up once again. The warg to the north, he's going to go ahead and try and bite Krathos. Hitting armor class 21.
That'll hit.
Krathos, you're going to take 8 piercing damage.
Okay, I'm gonna use my Stone's Endurance ability.
Okay.
Whenever I take damage, I can use my reaction to roll a 1d12 and reduce the damage by 1d12 plus my con modifier.
Okay.
So,
okay. What's your con mod?
2 plus 2, so reduce it by 4.
Okay, perfect. So you take 4 piercing damage.
Right.
And as he bites in and starts to clamp down in the weak spot of your armor, you just kind of shift aside just the slightest bit, knocking his jaw loose before he can do more damage than would be tolerable at that point. The move now goes to Alia.
I'm gonna go ahead and chill touch mother effer I just aimed at. Yes, the same goblin guy here.
Okay. And I did forget to mention, because I didn't do anything with him, but he would have stood up. So he should be standing at this point. So yeah, that works.
But he's also gonna get an extra d6 of necrotic for that.
Yep. And then he's also going to get an extra 2 necrotic for Hex.
Yeah, I would switch to that color die too. I don't know how I did that twice in a row.
6, 12. At this point, all his skin starts to go purplish and all his veins start to just sort of bulge out as the necrotic energy washes over him and he dies.
Nice.
Cool. And then I guess I am going to just climb up the mountain.
Alright, give me an athletics check.
I hate this. I suck at this. Workout for me. Nope.
Oof. Give me a dex save.
Jesus.
Okay. Roll a 1d6.
Of course. Why not? Jesus.
That's going to be halved. You're going to take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you make it about 15 feet up and you slip on some snow, fall on your back.
So, like,
however, you do roll and land on your feet.
I can't move her up the mountain.
No,
well,
you
rocks,
can't.
The
There's
rocks
stuff in
are
place.
icy.
And it doesn't matter because you're back at square one again.
Oh,
anyway,
that's shitty.
So, I'm sorry.
My character, for some reason, it says there's 10 hit points, but when you zoom in, it shows 11.
It shows 11 as her max. What's her...
No,
that from...
My character sheet says 10, and when you actually click on the token, it says there's 10. But for some reason, it's still showing...
10 out of 11. That's weird. I'll goof with it later. Krathos, the move is now yours.
Oh, Goofer. I'm gonna jump on this guy and try to grapple him.
Okay. Then I believe what happens is you make it's an athletics check contested against its strength, right?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Go ahead and give me your athletics check. I'll roll this one out in the open for you.
All right. It's pretty good.
It is. I feel good about it.
Mm.
Close, but no cigar.
Close,
The
but no
beast basically
cigar.
wriggles you loose. I don't want to impose any additional bullshit on this. You are not able to ride the beast.
All right.
All right. Anything else?
I really took the wind out of my horn. That'll be it.
All right then. TB, the move is yours.
I was hoping to do something cool, but whatever.
You are what you eat.
Human horn?
All right, I guess I'm gonna try and stab him one more
delicious.
time.
All right, do your thing.
I hit
15
him.
will
I
hit.
hit him. All right, consider him booming bladed as well. I'll take 3.
All right. Then give me the booming blade damage.
Well, it only matters if he moves. It doesn't.
Oh, that's right. At 5th level, he takes damage as part of it. Yeah,
Yep.
got it. All right. Anything else you want to do for your
I
move?
had an idea, but I read the thing wrong, so it's absolutely not going to work. So, nope, I'm good.
All right, then. Well, unfortunately, he's not going to move. He's just going to try and attack you.
Yep. That was the part that I read wrong. I thought I could make him move, but I read the thing
Hitting
wrong.
armor class 15.
Nope.
All right. Let's see here. This guy is going to also fire a short bow at you. He critically misses.
Oh, hit his buddy. Hit his buddy.
Let's just make a quick dex save for his buddy.
They don't have to roll the fail thing?
No. I streamline this much more easily just so that I can just automatically do damage based on a very quick yes or no roll.
Okay.
And yeah, that is not stealthy enough. Or dexterous enough. Yeah. The hero strikes this guy in the back, and he drops dead right in front of you.
Perfect. I meant to do that.
All right. This goblin here. Oh, that goblin's dead. Never mind. This goblin here is gonna try firing into the crowd again. Accomplishes Jack's bit.
Is that one a mind goblin?
This one's fucks up too. This one's gonna fire at TB. Hitting armor class 12.
Nope.
Alright then. Nocturna, the move is yours.
Alright. Do something again. Alright, let's shoot the same one.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Oh, that's why. I'm clicking down in the items, not on the attack.
Well, that'll do.
Yep.
Give us some damage.
Oh no, that's not my roll. Oh, I did good. I did a good.
You did real good.
Yay.
Noise.
Alright. That guy's dead.
Oof.
Just drops to a bloody mess right at Rackham's feet. Anything else you want to do for Nocturna?
Are there other guys that I still can't see? Do I hear stuff coming from other directions?
Oh yeah, you can hear shouting and arrows loosing from up here. on the cliffside above. All right.
Wait. I'm thinking. Sorry. Oh, okay.
No worries. That's all right.
Yeah, I'll stay put.
Okay.
That'll be it.
The move goes to Jug.
Alright. Let's stabby this guy on the right.
All right, you're gonna need to move right between Rackham and Krathos.
That's okay. So, just load my character sheet again.
Do you want me to move you?
Yes, please.
Oh yeah, no problem. All right,
Sorry,
there you are.
The laptop's being slow. And slice.
All right, a 7 unfortunately isn't gonna do it.
Yikes.
You swing wide and the creature snarls.
I don't really got spells to use or anything else I can do, so I guess I'll just hope I live.
Your best bet is to hold on to as many healing spells as you can for the time being.
Hold
All
on
right.
for dear life and end my turn then.
There you have it. Rackham, the move is yours. What's that?
Well,
He's not alone down there. There's still
No,
two
he's not. He's fine.
people. You'll be alright.
What do you got for me?
I got 7 slashing damage to that
Oh,
there
nice.
ward.
Okay. All right. Ah, the beast is not happy with you.
Ah, well, let's try and shove it into the cart.
All right. I'll roll this one out in the open. Ain't happening.
Ain't happening this time.
Anything else you want to do for your move?
I'll just move up on it. Just try and keep its attention at me. And that's my turn.
All right then. Here's the deal. Yep, he's not having it. Both the riders are dead, the other warg's dead. Morale failure. He's gonna go ahead and step back, giving Krathos and Jug both an attack of opportunity first. So you guys can each make a melee attack if you want.
12.
Well, we'll miss, unfortunately.
Son of a bitch.
Even better.
8 will also miss. He's gonna step 5 more feet back, giving Rackham an attack of opportunity.
Well,
You better get him.
Either way, warg meat's on the menu tonight.
All right.
Not from that
Okay.
one, but
7.
from this one over here.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and he's gonna dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And he just books. Alright, Alia, the move is yours.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I guess I can't fucking climb up this fucking wall without athletics. I'll just go.
No,
around.
but you have good cover against the back of the wall there. We should all move to the wall.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, I suppose.
Dashing?
Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, you're dashing through the snow.
I was
You
just
know,
about to say
one
that.
warg open sleigh.
Nice. I like
The
it.
move is yours.
All right. I'm actually gonna follow suit. I'm gonna dash up and head her way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Oh, wait, hold
All
on,
right,
hold on,
then.
hold on. 40. Hold on, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go this way. There we go.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, TB, the move is yours.
Ah. I'm gonna
Oh, that's where you are?
fly up to here. And
That's so funny. God, I love it.
I'm gonna make the tea drink with the pinky up symbol. Like I'm gonna go like that to him, and then I'm going to hit all three of them with some caustic brew.
All right. Dex save for each of them. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put this spell up.
The one.
So you can, there.
Yeah, that's perfect. The one nearest to you fails. The one in the middle succeeds. And the one in the backfield fails. So they each take 4 acid then?
Yes, and then at the beginning of each of their turn, they take an additional 2d4 until they stop and wash it off.
Okay.
Sounds really gross. Caustic tea, bitches.
Anything else for TB's move
I'm
then?
going to use the remaining 10 of my movement to...
You're on the measure tool. You need to be on
Yeah,
the...
I am. I'm just going to move... fuck it. I'm going to move into the open air using this box as cover.
Okay. Alright. First things first. This goblin's going to get angry and he's going to try and charge you. So go ahead and roll me another bit of damage for that acid.
Do the click it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah. The flesh just begins to melt off his face and his skull becomes visible. And the rest of his body starts to just slow off his bones as he just falls into the snow and innards just sort of kind of slide out, causing steam to rise from the cold ground. Let's see here. Let's just do a quick intelligence check. Not very smart. Roll me another bit of damage as this guy decides to charge you too.
All right. That was good.
Still dies. Last one. We're gonna do an intelligence check. Let me just double check here. Okay, each dexterity saving at the start of its turns. Well, there it is. Yeah. Okay. He's not very smart either. Give me one more bit of acid damage there, please. Wouldn't you know it? He melts as well. All
You're
right.
a deadly little bastard.
This guy is going to attempt to shoot a short bow at you. You're going to get a... He's going to get a -1 on the attack because you're quarter cover. Hits armor class 22.
Damn, yep.
You're going to take 4 piercing damage.
That's not... I'm not looking so hot.
This guy's going to move back behind this here box. The move now
You've
goes
done
to
some damage.
Nocturna.
Here I come. Alright. Oh. And he's dead. Alright. Let's see. Alright, distances. What the... Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Alright. Sorry. Roll20's fucking with me again. Alright, let's see. Well, that didn't do shit.
What's up?
Oh, I was just thinking when I like moved past here, I might see something, but I didn't see anything else.
Now you gotta get on the other side of the wagon. If you dash, you'll have 35 more movement. Once you get past the wagon, you'll see more. I would say if you go this way, you'll have an easier time seeing what's up the cliffside.
What are hand crossbows distance range? 30?
80, I believe.
Oh, 80. 80. And so I'm how far away from that? 15 feet? I moved
Oh, I'm
like
sorry.
20
Nope, I spoke too soon. It's a hand crossbow, 3120. So
Okay,
anything
that's what that-
within 120 feet but beyond 30 feet is with disadvantage.
Beyond 30 feet is disadvantage? Okay.
Correct, yeah.
There's also a cool in the left hand side there's a ruler looking thing that says measure, and if you click on that you can
Yeah, yep, that's what I've been doing. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, I thought you could see my ruler things when I was doing it. Maybe I guess you can't see that when I'm doing it.
We can see them, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just way ahead. So.
No, I can't blame you. I've been doing my homework, building my character while this has been going on. So, what did I move? 25, Nick?
Yep, 25. So you've got 5 more movement of regular, and if you want to dash, you can take 30 more.
Yeah, or I can do my I've got that other stupid tabaxi thing. What is it? Feline agility. Your reflexes and agility allow you to move with a burst of speed. When you move on your turn in combat, you can double your speed until the end of turn. Once you use this trait, you can't use it again until you move 0 feet on one of your turns.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, that's so.
Got it.
That's such an absurd ability to me. Like,
Yeah, it's not bad, actually. Will it
Yeah.
get you close enough to hit that warg, though?
no, well, it'll get me close to at least shoot at it. Not, we'll see, not hit it. I'm trying to get into cover though too. What am I doing? All right, so what? That's 35.
Yep.
And I need 120 to be able to shoot at it.
No, he needs to be within 30 feet of you.
Didn't you say 3120?
Yeah, so if he's within 30 feet, you can make a regular attack. If he's outside of 30 but still within 120, you make it with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay, so technically I could shoot from here, just be disadvantaged because I'm not
Correct,
going to be
yeah.
able to get within 30 without having
Yeah.
advantage or disadvantage. All right, so I'll just do disadvantage from here.
All right. 17 will hit.
All right, good enough.
Well, I'll be. He had exactly 8 hit points left. All right.
That'll do. All right, that'll
You
be my
have 2 feet of movement left if you want to use it.
No, I'll stay here for now.
All right.
Well, no, actually, yeah, why not? Let's move. Sorry.
So good. You got 5 feet left. So.
Or 35.
Oh, if you use your feline agility, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That'll be it.
Jug, you're up.
Alright, and who are our friends at that caravan in front of us again?
Pretty much everybody. All that's left are the merchants. All the bad guys down here have been killed. There are still goblins on the cliffside to the east, firing down upon your position. However, you did recently hear a lot of splashing and screaming and a bit of squelching.
And some tiny laughter.
Don't forget the laughter. It's important.
The laughter is
It
the most
is very
important part.
important.
How far can I move again?
You can move 30 feet, and then if you want to use your action to dash instead of like attack or cast a spell, you can throw another 30 feet on top of that, giving you a total movement of 60 if you want.
Let's go. You can see this arrow, right?
Yeah. You want to go right there?
Yeah. Move me up to that next little caravan.
All right
I
then.
can see up on the hill a little bit now too.
All right then. Anything else?
Can I talk to these guys and maybe learn a little bit about what's going on in their heads?
You can ask a quick question. Basically, each turn is kind of each round is the equivalent of about 6 seconds in battle. So it's got to be concise stuff, basically.
A solid question would be just like, what the hell happened?
Yeah. What the hell happened? / where were you guys trying to go?
Nevin kind of looks back at you and he says, "Well, we obviously were making better time than you, but thank you for saving us. I'm sorry. The arrows just came out of nowhere, and before we could even react, all of a sudden, the goblins came riding down on wargs. Everybody just got behind the wagons as the wargs started killing off our horses rather quickly. And at that, we're going to move on to Rackham.
It's almost
I
like
just
you
hear
guys
Rock'em
should have
Sock'em robots. Every time you say Rackham, I'm like, Rock'em Sock'em!
Oh god, you ruined it! I've been waiting for the perfect opportunity for him to piss me off so I can jab him in the jaw and see if his neck springs up.
So, I'm going to dash as my action.
Okay.
We're going to get up there, and then we're going to do a little bonus action. Oh wow. Yep. Rolled a 1. Yep.
Aw.
That's
Harsh.
my turn. That's my
All right
turn.
then.
Some is better than none.
Some is better than none.
Sounds like something a dude would say.
All right.
3 inches is
down now.
better than none.
This is my sister. Can we, for my sake? All right. I don't want to vomit on Jared's stream. Okay.
She started it. I mean,
No, don't encourage it, please. All right. I will deal with her. All right, Alia, you're up.
Oh,
We can
jeez.
avoid any more childish comments.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40.
Again,
Just saying.
we'll
every bit
reiterate,
matters.
she is your
And I'm
sister.
talking about the health.
So the snide comments are, part of your family.
Fair.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Go on. Next turn.
All right, looks good. Kratos, which in no way sounds like Kratos or resembles Kratos.
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
We're all just-
that's just a happy coincidence. So, anyways,
Chris Judge is very proud of you.
thank you. Right there. Is that how that works?
No, that's not how that works. That's
Yeah, I didn't think so. Going around the corner.
all right.
All right.
You do this.
Oh, how the fuck do you do that?
You right click as you hold down the left button to pivot. So like you could do there.
Bet. All right. Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
perfect. Yep. On the way. On the way.
And then we'll do that. All right. Anything else?
No, not at the moment.
All right. TB, you've just melted a bunch of goblins and taken an arrow to the shoulder. What are you gonna do next?
Used to be an adventurer. 30. And I'm going to shoot this son of a bitch with my crossbow.
Okay. 15 hits.
Pop. 8.
Well, fucking hell.
Goddamn
Drops
right.
dead.
I'm a one fairy wrecking crew.
I mean,
The rest of you are like running up the hill. Meanwhile, the little fairy is just flying by, just ramboing through all these goblins.
honestly, I was like, it took all of us to take out 4 creatures, and you're like 7, 8. That still only counts as 1.
I was
That's
gonna
fair.
say
Alright.
you're a flying miniature Legolas.
The one remaining goblin is going to go ahead and fire down on Alia with his short bow. Hitting armor class 14.
Oh come on, that box is blocking his view.
Oh, he's poking up over it, and then he's going to crouch back down.
Yeah.
Which apparently misses. So the move now goes to Nocturna.
Alright, I'm back. Okay. So I assume this is like a cliff here or something?
Yes,
On the other side?
indeed.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I see how high it is from where I am, or I can't see it at all?
Yeah, it's roughly about 40 feet up.
Okay. Oops. Alright. So is this a goblin or something here? Is that a person?
Up here?
That I'm pinging here.
Where?
Can you see that? Maybe it's off your screen.
Oh, yeah, that's Krathos.
Oh, okay.
That's Ian's
Oh, hi.
character.
Oh, hi there.
Yeah, don't shoot him.
I can take it.
I mean, or do. Whatever. You do you.
Okay.
Alright.
So it's 40 feet to the top of this?
Yep, do you have a climbing speed?
I have a climbing speed of my walking speed, so 30 feet.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I would say if you have a climbing speed, I wouldn't make you roll an acrobatics, and you can move 5 feet vertically just as easily as you would move 5 feet on the ground. So I would say you would be 3/4 of the way up the mountainside to end your turn, if that's what you want to do.
Okay, so, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say I'd put you probably right here until
Yeah.
your next turn.
Put me there. That's good.
Alright then. The move now goes to Jug.
Alright. Think I'm gonna keep ripping
Oh,
up
wait,
this
sorry,
left
sorry,
side
hold
here.
on. Sorry, wait.
What's up?
Yeah, okay, we'll just call that a dash.
Oh, okay. Yep,
And
perfect.
I'm not
That's
sure.
what I assumed, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
because I could move. I guess I
Yeah.
could move 100, and I could dash 120 if I want to use my agility. But
Yeah, I don't know if you want to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Jug. You moving right there?
Yeah, I think I'm moving up to the left of this caravan and seeing what I can see.
Alright. You come up right behind Rackham then.
Alright. Yeah, I don't think I really got it much else I can do. I'll just run up and end my turn.
Okay. Alright. Rackham, the move is yours. Tomas?
I have been muted.
Okay.
I will dash, and that is
Okay.
my turn.
Alright. We got no wargs. The move goes to Alia.
Gosh, I didn't think it was gonna be my turn. I'm gonna run up that ladder, which I'm assuming is just like using stairs.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't... I think for the purposes of combat, for a ladder, I would call it like you have a climbing speed. So it's it's basically it's 15 feet up. So if you're climbing the ladder, we'll call it just 15 feet of regular movement to go up the ladder.
Okay, so this is 25, yeah?
Yep.
From here. Alright. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and just chill touch him because Eldritch Blast apparently doesn't. Oh, wait! As a bonus action, I'm gonna move Hex on him first.
Okay.
Right. And then I'm gonna chill touch him.
Okay.
Yeah.
17 will hit.
Fuck me.
He takes a 2 additional, so.
Ugh, my 6 rolled a 1. It's fine.
Oh, is that it? So 4 additional? Or 1 additional for a total of 4?
It's supposed to be a d6 of necrotic, and I
Okay.
rolled a nat 1 on that. So
Alright.
I literally
Oh, there
rolled
we
the
go.
lowest damage I can possibly do.
That's alright. Every little bit helps. Alright, Krathos.
All right. So, let's see. We're gonna go. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then we're gonna dash. 35, 40, 45, 50. And then I assume same rules apply for
Yes,
climbing.
correct. Yep.
All right, so that means I can't climb any then this turn.
No, you can. But you're gonna make it to here, basically. You're still
Okay.
on the ladder. So.
Gotcha. That's perfectly fine.
Alright then. TB, the move is yours.
Murder him!
I scream, "Don't touch him, he's mine!" And then I start cackling like a maniac, and I fly forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I grab my crossbow, and I just go, "Bye!" And I shoot him in the face.
Nice.
20 will hit.
Jesus.
He drops dead.
Well, upsetting thing that all the creatures that we have here right now is the tiniest little pixie that's like, get me some murder!
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Fire away.
In game state. So crossbows aren't like bows. Do we have to use an action or a bonus action to reload a crossbow?
No, you can only shoot once per turn, right?
Yeah, the assumption is that you're spending your off time reloading.
Okay.
So even if you have multiple attacks, you only get 1 attack per turn with
a crossbow, yeah. Alright, let's see here. Okay.
I lost the map. It's like the snowy background again. How do I get the map back?
Yeah, no, I changed that. That's entirely within mine to control.
Good.
So.
That means that we've ended combat.
Alright, as you all now kind of walk away from the fight, you can see Nebin just sort of cowering beneath the wagon with the rest of the other merchants. And as he looks up at all of you, he says, "Thank you. I'm sure you want to rub it in my face that you were right."
No.
Right. And we should have all just followed you, and then you wouldn't have been ambushed by such a big party.
You notice as he's talking, he's like sniffling a lot, and you can see he's like shifting around in his coat, and he looks over at the merchant next to him and he says, "Can you smell that?" And the merchant next to him says, "Yes, you reek." And you all notice as you get closer to this halfling, he smells like raw sewage, which only seems more demeaning as he's, sort of in this state of groveling to all of you for rescuing him. And he says, "Well, hopefully Remar's a big enough dwarf to allow me back to join the caravan."
I mean, if you're so inclined, we're happy to persuade him for you.
Pay up.
Some extra gold might be in order for the hazard of helping you out.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh, I did.
Oh, yeah, you did. And he just sort of like sighs, kind of defeated, and he reaches in, pulls out a pouch, and he's like, 40 gold. It's all I'm carrying on me. I presume
And-
you can all split it up.
That's
Well, I imagine you have friends where we're going. Perhaps, a reward upon safe passage.
Do you happen to have a few other horses that can pull my wagon since all of ours have been killed?
I got a fucking Goliath. We'll be all right.
and for a small
You
fee,
got
I
no-
could provide you a charm that would help remove that odor. Did you soil yourself?
I don't know. It's been this way all morning. Look, we don't have time for this. I've given you everything I have, and I'm going to have to abandon what few wares I have left, unless I can convince some of the other merchants to let me store some of my wares in with theirs.
Wares, you say? What kind of wares? And if you're having trouble carrying them, we can carry them for you.
He says, "Well, I have a whole wagon full. Obviously, that's why we're all going here."
Again, safe passage and a Goliath carrying them for you. Gosh, would be worth a pretty penny where we're going, I imagine.
He says, all right. If you can handle carrying what wares I can get into a bag, I can probably separate out the most valuable stuff. And if you're able to carry the weight of that, then yes, I will pay whoever carries that an additional 25 gold pieces when we arrive.
Deal, I'm on it.
All right. Nevin begins digging through his wagon, and after about 15 minutes, Remar and the rest of the crew catch up, and as they pull up, Remar sort of looks Nevin over, and you can see Nevin kind of glare back at him sheepishly, and Remar says, "Are you hurt?" And Nevin says, "I'm fine. One of the others was killed." And Remar climbs down from his wagon, and he pulls out a burlap blanket, and he begins to wrap the woman up and load her onto his wagon. And he goes, "We shouldn't leave anyone behind."
Is it too late to use a healing touch?
Oh yes, very much so.
Very well.
Do you want a strength check for me trying to drag one of these wargs?
I mean, what do you intend to do with it besides drag it somewhere, like the whole way?
He's gonna eat it.
Well, I'm gonna put it in the back of the wagon, and then when we get where we're going, I'm gonna prepare it for dinner. But so I'm just trying to haul it. So
we don't need a strength check for that.
Okay.
All right. First things first. Since you did intervene and help Nevin and his crew, rather than let him suffer his, inglorious and well-deserved fate, everybody can add 15 experience to your character sheet. And if you give me just a moment, I'll tally up your kills.
Does one do that?
Top right, there's a gear. Nick, why don't you tally and I'll...
Yeah, that's cool.
The top right, there is a gear on your sheet, this guy. So normally you'll see your class level and everything, but you hit this and then experience points pops in. And then you're just going to type in what you got. So just this gear in the top right. And then your experience points.
Experience points. Okay, how many?
15.
Thank you. Thank you for the help.
Oh, sure. That's what we're all here for.
And so you have 15. The goal for right now is to reach 300, which will bring us to level 2.
Okay, we got a lot more killing to do then.
That's right.
For all the creatures you killed, you may each add an additional 100 XP.
Excellent.
Kinda did the lion's share of the work over here.
Oh,
You did.
I killed 2 wargs over here.
Okay, that's fair. Those
I
wargs
missed
are
a whole
fucked up.
bunch. And
I
ran.
almost probably half killed our angel.
All
right.
healed somebody.
You did. You
That's
did bring
true.
me back from the brink of death.
You did the good.
At this, Remar sort of looks at the rest of the group now that everybody's loaded up. First things first, Ian.
Yes.
75 pounds of gear. I need you to add to your character sheet and let me know if it over encumbers you.
Okay, so I don't know how to work this in, but I do have an ability that helps me out here.
Yeah, I know exactly where it is on your character sheet. Give me a sec here. Oh, what's your fucking name again? Krathos. All right. You've got.
Ah!
Sorry, hang on.
Oh, he must be like moving your character sheet around or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I was totally
There's
gonna make
something in
that merchant pay me to remove the scent smell that I put on him, and then you
I
took
know,
all his
I-
gold, and he didn't have any left for me.
Well, I guess he just stays with the horrid stench.
Yep.
Who wrote down the gold, by the way? Because he gave us 65.
He
I
gave
was
you
at-
40. 40 is all he had. He promised
us
an
40
additional
plus
25
25.
to
Oh.
the person who.
Okay.
I was assuming you grabbed that because you were
Yeah.
the one in, up in his face.
Yeah.
Here, I'll.
Let's see here.
You've sort of become the party's treasurer.
I've unfortunately got a charisma of 19.
Yeah.
So
You're
I'm
gonna-
happy.
You're gonna
if
do all
anybody-
the talking.
God, I don't want to though. You've got
Oh, honest.
charisma. You'll be great at this.
I'm only gonna be good at fucking with people.
You're the
Which
best
will be
slash
wonderful.
worst looking face of our party.
I don't know where this thing got to.
I do look like an evil
I think
angel.
I see it. It's called powerful build. It's
Yeah,
right
where's
here.
that? Click
It's
it.
in the top left box. It's right here.
Yeah, use that.
Okay.
And then what I want you to do is put an item in your inventory that just says Merchant's Wares and give it a weight of 75 pounds.
On it.
And then let me know if your encumbrance turns red.
Negative.
All right, you're good then. You can
Oh,
earn
I
that
know.
25 gold pieces. All right.
Well, I don't earn it until we get back, right?
Yeah, we gotta.
Correct.
We gotta
Yeah.
get there
Okay.
first.
Him says you get 25 gold pieces. You write it down. You don't question him.
No,
What's
no,
your-
no. You
Well,
don't.
no,
you
no,
don't
no, no, because he already come
promise.
on.
He doesn't have it.
He
Yeah.
already gave out his gold. He showed himself empty-handed. He's a little bitch boy. I'm gonna get my gold.
He's a
right.
stinky little bitch boy.
He is
Yeah.
a stinky little bitch boy, and most people refuse to let him ride in their wagon. At some point, he's just kind of forced to walk behind the last wagon in line, and you can see him just kind of keeping his head down and a bit. Remar finally gives and allows him to come sit with him on his driver's stool, and at that point, he just kind of gets a clothespin out and puts it over his own nose. He finally looks at the rest of the group and says, "We don't have a great deal of time. Sundown is in 3 hours, and we've still got 9 miles to try and make before we reach Undlestone. This is gonna make or break us, and we've already lost too much time." And as he kind of is talking, you can see the snow just piling up on the road ahead. And he says, "Now I don't know if the seriousness of our situation has dawned on some of us. We realized we do need everybody digging who can dig."
I go grab a shovel.
Yeah, it's I'll keep shoveling. That's fine.
Unfortunately, after my battle with the goblins, I am super hurt, and I'm gonna have to go rest for an hour so that I can use one of my hit dice.
Do you want a heals? I can give you exactly 1 heal.
I would say save it because if he can just chill on a wagon
Yeah,
and do
I'm
a
not much
short rest.
help.
He can't
push-
use a
yeah,
shovel.
I'm not much help shoveling anyway, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna king it up and just take a little breather over here.
All right.
I don't think that I would care. I really don't. I'm gonna kick my feet up with the pixie. That's not.
Oh, that's a save. Can I
All right.
re-roll that? Because I rolled a save on
Yeah,
accident.
go ahead, re-roll that. That's fine. I mean, I am gonna tell you this. I've built the mechanic for how this works here, and it is scaled to the number of people in the party. So, obviously, it's more difficult if there are 6 people. But if you're getting 6-player difficulty with 4-player effort, you can do the math here. But you do you, boo. You do you.
The noble
All right.
celestial, like she doesn't fucking care about you. Sorry.
All right then. So everybody else who's shoveling besides Rackham, because I've got your roll, go ahead and give me your strength or athletics check.
Oh, if I can use athletics, add a +2 to that, please.
23.
Oh, shit. Can I re-roll that? 'Cause I did
Yeah,
the
that's fine.
wrong thing?
That's fine.
Oh
Did
god.
51.
you catch that, buddy?
I think seeing
Which
that
part?
everyone's gonna make it so hard to get my gold where I'm going, I'll finally do it.
Okay.
The part that if it was athletics, go ahead and add a +2 to my roll.
Yep, no, I got that. Yep.
Okay.
All right. You're able to move at a normal travel pace, making 3 miles over the next hour, leaving only 6 miles left to Hundlestone and 2 hours before the sun goes down. Over the next hour, everybody give me one more athletics check.
I'll help as best I can.
Oh.
All right.
We're killing it, yo.
I mean, we're killing somebody.
I think
Just-
we're a little cold and a little tired.
You want to give me one more athletics for Nocturna too there, Nick?
I do want to do that.
Desperately. He's trying
Yeah.
so hard.
All right.
Oh no.
Okay.
Cats aren't good at shoveling. Cats don't do manual labor.
1 hour to sundown, and you've got 4 miles to Hundlestone. And if everybody, all right, I'm just gonna space this here. Next roll. If everybody wants to give me an athletics check for the next hour.
Come on, team, we gotta get this one.
I feel like I did my part there. There it is. There it is.
All right, and then Nick, just one more for Nocturna here.
Jug, you're doing great work. Keep it up, buddy.
I'm not the best shoveler. I'm more of a talker.
Hey, your effort is appreciated.
All right, let's see
There
here.
we go.
All right, just gonna add all this up. 8,
And
14.
quick correction, sorry, I did my math wrong. She's 6'4", not 6'2".
Oh my, that's a big cat.
It is a big cat.
All right.
Same weight though, I believe. I don't think I fucked up my weight.
Honestly, a big ass predator like that being next to a Goliath, I think I'm more afraid of the cat.
All right. The sun begins to go down.
Oh,
At
I
this
did
point-
fuck up the weight too. Yeah, sorry. She's 6'4" and 100 pounds. Super
Oh
skinny.
shit. The sun now begins to set. darkness starts to kind of lay in. Pretty soon, folks are starting to get pretty panicked as the snowfall is becoming heavy. The shoveling has been hard on all of you. And Remar basically hollers out to everyone,
Oh.
we've got two options. Either a small group of us travels ahead to Hundlestone on foot, or we keep trying to push forward.
Why we don't just abandon all this bullshit right now and all of us just walk there? It'd be so much faster.
Because nobody's going to be able to pay you if the wares don't make it to the Dale.
We stick together.
Well, with that, I'll just sigh, and I'll continue to shovel.
Yeah, pick up your shovel.
Alright then, 1 sec here. Was that? Okay.
Another shovel? Is that what we need? Sorry, not 100
Yeah.
pounds. 200
Well,
pounds.
that is what I am doing. You can do as you like.
Can I just
Well-
give you advantage and sit in the cart the whole time? Like my rolls are bullshit.
Every little bit helps.
As are mine.
I say we all stay as a group.
Who
Don't
we
split
missing?
up.
Well, we're missing the one that says we should stay with a group.
Oh, my bad. My roll didn't go through.
Our
I
best
clicked it.
shoveler.
I clicked it. I thought I did. Sorry.
Okay.
Waka.
Alright. It doesn't take... It takes a great deal of work. There's no question about it. Everybody, go ahead and give yourself 1 point of exhaustion at this point.
Where?
The hell's the exhaustion thing again?
You have to
might have
enable
to add
it.
it.
Oh god.
Hold on.
There's another smaller stupid thing next to the spells. There's a little gear. And then
That gear, okay, yep.
I think it's on the right, but hold on.
Yeah, it's in the right box, almost all the way down. Show exhaustion tracking. Turn that
Thank
on.
you. That's it.
Okay, now where?
Okay, now go to core,
Yep.
and then right under your death saves, there should be a box that says exhaustion level, no effect, and like a number 0.
1.
Yeah, put it to 1, and then it'll update, and it applies that disadvantage.
Yep, disadvantage on ability checks. I get it.
Alright. The road begins a sharp rise toward a narrow run. Between the mountain range to the south and the crags to the north, and somewhere beyond the whipping wind and the cacophony of snow carried with it, you see it. Within the narrow opening in the distance, you make out the unmistakable glow of firelight. 20 minutes or less ahead, Hundlestone. While the torches among the caravan struggle to stay alight against the wind and snow, a loud pop issues out from one of the wagons and a streak of glowing light climbs up into the sky above you. The flare grows brighter as it loses momentum and arcs back down toward the ground ahead. The caravan presses on toward the glow ahead in the distance, and after several minutes a response flare issues up from the settlement. It appears your arrival in Hundlestone is a bit of a surprise to the locals. This is to be expected. No one travels the northern means this early in the season, least of all during a blizzard. You press forward, soon coming to a bridge. The rattle and clank of the main gate ahead is soon followed by an occasional hollered order among the guards. A few additional torches spring alight on the wall as you begin to press through. Hundlestone appears to be little more than a sleepy little mining village hunkered down for a long winter night, at least until you arrived. As the gates creak open, your wagons now make their way in. It is nightfall, and you can hear several of the guards hollering. One of them finally approaches and asks, "We had no news of anyone on the road recently. How long have you how long have you been on the northern means? Where are you coming from? At which point, Remar kind of steps forward and he says, "This is our 6th day on the road. We're coming from Luskin." And at that point, the guard sort of seems a bit shocked. He says, "Well, that's damn foolish." And Remar looks at him and says, "Our people need a place to rest. I know you don't have inns here, but is there room in the longhouses?" And the guard says, "I think we can make some up. Since we saw your flare, we've had people checking with the folks in the longhouses. The mayor's going to want to speak with you. As for your people, some of our guards will go ahead and lead them to the longhouses." It is nightfall at this point. You are all exhausted as you arrive in the town. This place ain't much to look at. It is a one-horse town, and seeing as it's mostly dwarves living here, it's more likely a one-goat town. One of the guards says to all of you, "This way to the longhouses. Follow me if you're looking for a place to rest." Does anybody have anything in particular they want to do besides go to the longhouse?
I'd like to collect my 25 gold first.
Yeah.
At this, Nevin looks up at you and says, I can't sell my wares here. We've got to make it to the Dale. It's still 2 or 3 days to the Dale. I appreciate you doing this.
That's fair. I misunderstood. This is fine. Go about your business.
All right.
I'll go grab the warg and bring it with. And even though I'm exhausted, I would like to use time once we get there to try and skin it and prepare it for food.
We will get to that then.
I'm just gonna look at Rock'em Sock'em and I'm just gonna be like, horse is so much better. Why'd you grab the warg?
Well, simply because the horse was already torn open. This one here, less of the meat is damaged. But horse is quite delicious.
I wasn't going to go that far, but you do what you got to do.
This banter carries on back and forth as the party is led to a series of longhouses. There's one in particular they lead you to. The wind is picked up once more and the snow intensifies as the dark blue sky finally surrenders tonight. The dwarves manning the gate ask the captain a few questions and begin directing your caravan. Wagons and drivers are sent to the stables while the rest of you are pointed toward the guest houses. The guest houses are little more than giant longhouses with snowbound travelers living within. Most appear to have been here since winter began. These houses have a very lived-in smell to them. Nebin fits right in. Rabbit carcasses hang from the beams, wet clothes hang on wooden racks near the central fire pits, and the smell of several meals all cooking at once assault the senses. Most of the folks stop and stare at you as you walk by. News of the early birds has already made its way through the village, apparently. Some smirk at you, while others just glare with visibly annoyed expressions. The far end of the guest house number 4 stands empty. Those of you not uncoupling livestock or securing wagons are directed there. The door flings open, and the blizzard outside announces itself conspicuously to all huddled within as you gaze about the room. A long fire pit sits in the center, a handful of folks standing around cooking or stoking the fire. Others sit upon benches, occupying themselves with menial tasks as they wait to use the fire. Near the far walls, folks sit upon cots, reading or sleeping, while others converse with each other. You get a sense of restlessness from the crowd. Being confined to a longhouse in a small mining village likely makes for a long winter, and by this time of the year, these folk are probably spoiling to get out onto the road once more. You're all ushered into the longhouses, and sort of told that at the far end, you can sort of set up your sleeping arrangements and your beds. And I think this is a good point for us to call it for the night.
Yeah, it's way past my bedtime.
Do you want my disadvantage cooking for prepping before we end so I don't forget
I think
about
we
it?
save that for next time because that's when people are going to start eating. We're going to just cut it off right there. So make a note to bring it up. So, I believe there's one last bit of. Let me just check my script here. There may be one last bit of. Let's see here. All right, everybody can also have an additional 100 XP for making it to Hundlestone.
Nice. Also, you guys that are glowing, you don't ever stop glowing until I make you stop glowing.
Heard
Oh,
that.
boy.
Heard that. Okay.
it lasts forever until I either dismiss it or like cycle through enough that I can only have 5 going at once.
And actually, there are way cooler things you can do with that. If you
there sure are.
So, all right. Oh, look at that! That's adorable. You start playing a drum.
They're like bongos. It's like jazz bongos.
Oh yeah, real Andy Kaufman kind of stuff. All right, that's it. That's all the XP. That's everything you're getting out of me.
Nice. All right, good session, guys. I gotta take off and head to bed. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.